Hills event on now at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
If you missed Pirate Radio Live, you missed
Zach Agnos. Have you hit a home run in a woodbat game?
I have. I hit 3 this summer.
What, excuse me. What are the, how about the sound of it?
Oh,
is it a sweeter sound?
It is incredible.
That's got to be cool.
I got some videos of it if you want.
Heck yeah, that's got to be a cool sound.
It's like a, I can't describe it. It's like a cracking, like splintering. It's just it's just the best sound of a bat like I've ever heard.
Pirate Radio Live, weekdays from 3 to 6, right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
There's local politics, bud.
I don't care about the weather. I can't control the weather. Don't want to talk about the weather.
Sustained effort and violence.
No, please. No. Please, everyone be quiet.
Was that supposed to be funny?
I got a little taco meat on my chest.
Cool, neat story.
I want to shake his hand. 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 Family.
Let's get the pumping.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, welcome in to Pirate Radio Live here on a Wednesday. Clip Brock here with you inside the Pirate Radio studios, coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930. We will also be online, pr927fm.com, and you can watch the show on Facebook Live and on YouTube. Subscribe to Pirate Radio TV on YouTube and make sure you like our Facebook page, Pirate Radio. And you can be a part of the show. What would you like to talk about on this Wednesday? We will read your comments on the Facebook Live. You can also give us a call, 317-1250, or you can chime in via Twitter. All right, we have a lot to get to on today's show. A lot of baseball talk coming your way. Mike Mully's going to join us in about 15 minutes or so. We'll also talk some golf with Mully. The voice, Jeff Charles, will join us on the program. We'll talk a little Pirate off-season hoops, some Pirate baseball, some MLB, and more with the voice, Jeff Charles. Scooter will join us. Scott Rogers will give us a recap of the weekend in Orlando and another Pirate victory last night on the Diamond as East Carolina got the season sweep over UNCW last night, a long one at Clark LeClaire Stadium. And we will talk about that one and more with Scooter. Huge series on tap for this weekend as the Pirates will take on Tulane, the top 2 teams right now in the American standings. So a lot of baseball to be talked about with Scooter. Same for Patrick Mason coming up in hour number 2. We'll talk Pirate baseball and look around Major League Baseball as well. And in hour number 3, some football talk, some Pirate Radio Outdoors and more with Bryce Williams as he'll join us inside the Pirate Radio studios. We got Shirley Rhodes producing. We got Chan the Flan Man joining us today. Kind of Tim the Toolman Taylorish rocking the flannel.
Yeah, I just wanted to do something different today. I was looking in the closet and I was about to grab a polo like I wear every day, and I said, Chandler, I said, switch it up, dude. Switch it up, son. Switch it up. And so I looked in the other closet, which is like nicer clothes, like button-ups and stuff, and I was like, oh, this flannel looks good.
Yeah.
Because it's a little chilly outside.
A little chilly. I had to go with the coat.
So I went with the flannel today. I think Bryce Williams, our guest in the 5 o'clock hour, is going to appreciate it.
I told him he went Whiteville on us.
The Whiteville.
Salemburg.
If you did a pan like from your boots slowly up to your pants to your flannel, you would think it was Bryce Williams. So you get to that big bulbous dome of yours and realize it's Chandler. Big head, big brain, dude. It's a compliment.
That's what I was always told, and it always lightened up my mood when somebody would tell me I had a big head, which was quite often when I was a little boy and growing up, and it would hurt my feelings. And then when someone would say, "Well, it means you got a big brain," and I was like, "Well, you know what? That is right."
And for folks that follow this show, they know how smart of a guy you are. They got a lot of evidence.
You're being a total smart ass right now.
By the way, what's that?
Oh man, People make mistakes. I don't know what you're talking about. We can't see it in the camera.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, so
you should start leaving.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You should start leaving like.
Are you just pointing at things now and saying, "What is that?" You're starting to go a little crazy, Clip Rock.
You should start leaving just like, I don't know, really like awful things just to my left out of the camera view and nobody could see it.
Like a note saying F you or something?
Yeah, and just see if you can keep the camera away from it the entire show. How about when a guest rolls in?
I'll get it during the break. Don't worry.
All right, sounds good.
People don't even know what we're talking about. You can't even see it.
It is a cup from a fast food establishment that Chandler visited earlier today. All right, let's get started with Pirate Baseball. Another W, this time coming over UNCW. Second win of the year against those Seahawks. And last night, it was the best of both worlds. Pirates got the offense going early, scored 2 runs in the first, and led it wire to wire. Got some great pitching once again. C.J. Mayhew, very C.J. Mayhew-like in his start. Got his 2 innings in. Got his 3 strikeouts. Gave the ball to Garrett Saylor, who went 4 innings. The story last night, Carter Spivey, 2 1/3 innings on 13 pitches.
Wow.
Maybe the most economical box score for a pitcher I've seen in a long, long time, as he mowed got 7 outs and 13 pitches. That is fantastic. And Trey Savage also went 2/3 of an inning last night. So just 4 pitchers used. East Carolina used 2 pitchers in their win last Thursday, 2 in their win last Friday, 4 in the series finale sweep win over UCF on Saturday, and then just 4 last night. So it has been an issue for East Carolina quite a bit this year of using up all their arms. That has not been the case here of late, as even a midweek game last night, just 4 pitchers used, 103 pitches total. To compare that to UNCW, last night the Seahawks threw 179 pitches.
Wow.
East Carolina threw just 103.
There's some pitchers that go out there and they'll pitch that much.
Right.
They'll pitch 103 pitches.
Yeah.
Don't have that many pitches with just 4 arms last night, which I believe in a midweek game, a lot of people think it's a Johnny Holstaff type of day, and I think throwing 4 arms is a great number to have on a Tuesday, and especially when you get an 8-2 win, and you kind of limit the pitches too.
Chandler, the bats got going as well, although how do you affect the outcome of a game without getting a hit? How about Zach Agnos? 0 for 2 last night, 3 walks and 2 runs scored. So made his presence felt without even getting a hit last night. Lane Hoover did some hitting. He went 3 for 3 last night with a run scored.
Had a nice bunt yesterday too.
Josh Moylan, the big fellow, with a triple last night. His only hit of the game, but it was a big one. Had an RBI, had 2 runs scored. Cam Clonch had a hit and 2 RBIs. Jacob Jenkins-Carrot had a hit, as did Bryson Worrell. Bryson Worrell's got a nice little hit streak going here, by the way. Ben Newton, couple of hits for him, including a double, had 2 RBIs and scored a run. So Pirates got it going up and down the lineup last night. 8-2 the final score, as they knock off UNCW to get now to 23-15 on the year.
Yeah, I mean,
that record hovered around 500 for a while, didn't it?
I feel like it did, especially then you would go over 500, then you would lose and go back to 500. Then you started getting some wins in you, and now you're sitting 8 games over 500 now, and looking to try to extend that streak this weekend against the Fighting Corey Glores in Tulane. And back-to-back conference away series is tough, but it will test the waters, test the adversity of this ECU baseball program, where Cliff Godwin has built a strong-minded, tough mentally in his 8 years here at East Carolina. So hopefully we can get out and win this series, and a series sweep obviously would be awesome as we head into the meat of the conference schedule here. But Pirates are rolling right now, and most importantly, it's at the plate. We just talked about it. The pitching's looking great, but something that this East Carolina team can do is hit. It struggled earlier in the year, but they're getting hot, and that's dangerous.
All right, let's look and see what the folks on Facebook are saying. Steve Hill is saying burglary.
Classic.
A burglary.
Brandon Manning says Chandler looking like Al Borland today. I don't think so, Tim. Do you even get that reference, Chandler?
I totally did.
Who's Al Borland?
Wait, Al.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
Is it a sitcom?
Yeah.
Is it? It's not. Is it? Meet the. No. I don't know. It's something with children.
That's Married
Are you
with
trying to
Children.
say Married with Children. That's
Al Bundy.
Okay, I see where your mind was going. Al Borland is Tim the Toolman Taylor's partner on Home Improvement.
Okay, yeah.
I don't think so, Tim. Johnny says, so we went over that number of pitches thrown stat. Johnny says Tulane last night used 10 pitchers and 185 pitches thrown. So you got to like how East Carolina's going into at least Friday's game and maybe on throughout the series with those numbers last night. And Susan Dean says hashtag fire Matt Rule.
Fire him.
He is still employed by the Carolina
We'll
Panthers.
talk to Tony Dunn coming up on Friday. He really likes this offensive line coach that we hired. Apparently the Panthers are doing a thing right now with coaches, giving them some media availability. So they're going up to the podium talking to the media because, I mean, there is a few new faces on the staff. One of them being, I think, Joe Campen.
Is that the guy Tony was tweeting about today?
Yes. So he had some great one-liners today and apparently had a few cuss words come out of him. And at the end, he kind of said under his breath, well, I effed that up. But which I've seen a video of him in the past when he was in Green Bay. He's bounced around the league just about everywhere as an offensive line coach. But now he's with the Carolina Panthers. And I think Tony's a big fan of him already, so we'll talk to Tony Dunn about that coming up on Friday.
All right, we were asking Chandler who Al Borland was a moment ago. Redbeard replies, Tool Time. That's right, Redbeard. Also, Tool Time is what I say anytime your name pops up. Hey-oh!
Well done, sir. Well done.
Bang, pow.
Got him.
Boom.
Got him.
Pop.
Got him.
I'm on one.
You're on one right now. No cap.
I don't even know what that means.
No cap. Take your cat off. Take your
cat?
Cat. Take
No
your cat.
No cat. No cat. Let's start that and see if anybody picks up on it. No cat. What does that
cat.
mean? Does it mean the same thing as no cap? What does no cap mean? No lie? No lies told? Help me out, young guy.
No cap means nothing. That was a mistake I made.
No cap. What does no cap mean?
No cap means keeping it straight. I'm not lying to you.
All right.
No cap.
Fine.
If I tell you look nice today, I mean no cap. No cap. Because you actually do look nice.
You've never told me I look nice.
Now, Shirley, you look nice today. Cap.
Oh, he just capped you.
I capped you.
You got capped.
I'm the only one with no cap on today.
I'm not the one that looks like you need to be coming out of the woods with a hatchet in your hand. I'm just putting that out there.
I wish I could say something, but I can't, so I won't.
Can you tell me during the break?
Yeah.
Is it mean?
No, it's not mean. It's funny, but I don't.
It's not suitable for airwaves?
Probably.
It's not radio suitable.
Okay.
I just maybe. No, I can't. I'll say it off the air, and you can tell me if I should have said it on the air.
Okay.
Quick look at the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Dubuck.
Dubuck.
Check out these numbers today from Dallas Keuchel. So,
oh, my God, disgusting.
The White Sox and Indians hadn't played this week because of weather, so they finally get a doubleheader in today. And Dallas Keuchel, hey, what a pitching matchup. Keuchel v. Shane Bieber. Well, Dallas Keuchel goes 1 inning, 9 hits, 10 runs, 8 earned, 1 walk, no strikeouts.
What's that ERA looking like?
It's now, I guess this is like his season ERA now.
That's what I read it as. Yeah.
16.50 ERA. And he left the bases loaded, or they might have knocked in a couple, but anyway, he left the game without recording an out in the second inning. It is all Guardians over the White Sox early in that one, 10-0. Brewers lead the Pirates 1-0 in the sixth inning. Braves and Dodgers just getting underway. Atlanta wins last night. Yes, it was very strange to see Kenley Jansen retire Freddie Freeman for the final out, and that being a good thing for the Braves. That was hard to wrap my head around. Phillies and Rockies are scoreless in the first as well.
I don't know if I knew that you guys had Kenley Jansen.
Yeah, well.
Wow.
Yep, we do.
Long time Dodger.
Not sure how I feel about it yet, but got the save last night. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll lob a phone call to Mully, talk some baseball, talk a little golf, and more. See how our relationship's going. And
whatever.
We'll find that out. I got a gift for him next week. We'll preview that as well.
Oh, that's nice.
More to go on Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
Hey Chandler, what are you up to tonight?
Jenny, it's Tuesday, and I'm going to go sing with DJ Captain Morgan for karaoke at The Buck.
Well, that sounds like fun. I have to work. Well, what are you up to this weekend?
Well, believe it or not, I'm going to go listen to some live music Friday and Saturday night at The Buck.
Live music all weekend long, really?
Yep, all weekend, and they also have the biggest high-definition screen to watch all the sporting events on Sunday Fun Day.
I'm going to have to go check that out.
Yeah, just check out The Buck on Facebook or Instagram for all the information. The Buck.
Hey Pirate Nation, Lindsay Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
Winslow's Deli and Tavern has a new look, along with a great lunch and dinner menu. Open Tuesday through Sunday for lunch and dinner, plus brunch starting at 10:30 on Sundays. Winslow's is located on 5th Street beside the State Theater and features daily drink specials with 2 outdoor patios perfect for this warmer weather. Follow Winslow's on Facebook and Instagram for special events and daily specials. Winslow's Deli and Tavern on 5th Street in Greenville.
North Carolina State Parks is proud to announce that they have partnered with the Hometown Strong program. Our visitor centers are now equipped with public Wi-Fi to help kids with school. Remote learning has become a critical public health measure in maintaining social distance and continuing to educate our young people. Take advantage of Wi-Fi and a hike at Goose Creek State Park or a day trip to the beach and access remote learning at Fort Macon State Park. For more information, visit hometownstrong.nc.gov.
Hey, Troy here with my buddy Cam from Tailgate Classics, the only vintage store here in Greenville selling all types of cool stuff. Cam, you got something new for folks, too, that just hit.
Yes, sir. If you guys have had some good times back in the 90s at some of your favorite places like Grog's, The Elbow, and tons of other old businesses, we're doing a retro line of T-shirts that are available now.
Fantastic. So if you enjoyed hanging out at those places now, you can wear the gear. How can folks find you online, too?
That's shoptailgateclassics.com or come see us in person at 304 Evans Street.
This isn't your regular cola, so this isn't your regular cola ad. No beach parties or family barbecues here, just Nitro Pepsi, the first cola ever infused with nitrogen. So forget everything you thought you knew about soda, because that nitrogen gives us a whole new experience. Think an infusion of smaller bubbles for a cola that's got a lighter, smoother texture. And don't get me started on the pour. You don't pour this like any other cola. We're talking turn the can completely upside down and watch as those bubbles cascade into the glass to create a frothy, luxurious foam topping. Can your cola do that? I didn't think so. Unless you've got your own Nitro Pepsi, in which case cheers to your great taste. Because you already know that the only thing better than the pour is the unapologetic cola taste. What else is there to say? From the creamy foam to the smooth texture to its unbelievably delicious flavor, this is cola like you've never had it before. Time to bring your taste buds to the next frontier. New Nitro Pepsi. Smooth, creamy, delicious.
At US Cellular, we know you have a choice of wireless carriers. And while the other guys may limit your choice of free phones, at US Cellular, you can choose any phone from any brand for free. Plus, get unlimited data for just $30 a month with 4 lines. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Pirate Radio.
We'll strap it on with anybody, anywhere. It doesn't matter. I know this. I want to win or lose with the group that we have in our locker room.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. Let the bass kick. You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The best place in Greenville to unwind after work and have fun is AJ McMurphy's. AJ's has daily food and drink specials and an awesome patio, perfect for some outdoor dining. There's something for everyone every weeknight, including sports trivia with our very own Clip Brock. AJ's has live music every Friday and Saturday with no cover, and brunch every Sunday. Make today an AJ's day. Now let's head back in to PRL. Ah, this music's distracting. Back to you, Clip. I gotta call Mully.
Let the bass. Sports trivia tonight, 8 o'clock. AJ McMurphy's. Come on out for a good time, some great food. I didn't have it for a long time. The chicken cheesesteak at AJ's.
I saw you eating that last week.
It's kind of been my go-to here these last couple weeks.
Man, it looked appetizing.
And Chandler, you like to throw out little secret menu or tips?
Hacks. Menu hacks.
Here, a hack. I get mayo on it. Not really a hack, but I get a side of jalapenos and I chop them up kind of small and fine, and just put them out throughout my sandwich just to add a little heat, add a little kick to it.
Well, you could probably have them do that.
Well, you know what? I'm not lazy like some people.
You actually want to do some of the work. Just give it to me, Rob.
When I go to a restaurant, I want to prepare my own meal, okay? That's just how I like to do it. I wish they'd let me back in the kitchen so I could do it. All right, do we have Mully? We do not have Mully.
Paging Mully. I heard he was in a good mood today.
That's the rumor. We get a lot of calls and texts about just I don't know, people's feelings. I saw somebody somewhere. Somebody said something. It's kind of like TMZ around here at times.
Yeah.
Steve says Chandler's heading to a Pearl Jam concert. Yeah, it's kind of 90s.
Even flow.
And then when you get there, Chandler, you can tie it around your waist.
Absolutely.
That was
you gotta.
kind of a Eddie Vedder move right there.
Total Eddie Vedder move.
All right, let's head out to the Pirate Radio Live line and talk to Mike Mullis joining us today on the program. Mike, thanks for your time. How you doing today?
Good, Clip. How are you?
I'm great, man. And guess what? I watched a lot of golf on Sunday. Harold Varner III reeled me back in, and after the Easter festivities were over, I was pretty much locked in to the final round there at the RBC Heritage. And Harold, how would you describe him, Mully? He didn't play good because he stayed pretty much just under par throughout the day, but he didn't play bad either. He didn't completely melt down. So how would you describe his final round on Sunday? Just couldn't hit those big putts.
Yeah, no, I think you just described it. He left a few putts short and had a wedge or two get away from him. But I thought all in all, he did not lose the tournament. He just didn't win the tournament. And I think Jordan Spieth really could have made it a one horse race. And he made a few more putts. He could have won that thing by 3 or 4 shots easy. So, yeah, another good showing by HV3. He's having a great year and a great run right now, and golf is definitely a game of run. So hopefully he stay hot and stay with it. I don't know if he's in Zurich this weekend or not. I would venture a guess it's probably time to take a little time off. But
he's in the this is the team event, right? The duo.
Yeah,
he's with Bubba.
With David Look.
He's with Bubba Watson.
Okay, I had heard that one. That'll be fun. Those are two guys that can they could either win this thing or they could hit the ball all over the earth. Just kind of depending on who shows up. So yeah, another reason to tune in, and I like the team event anyway. But we'll wish them all the best and see what happens.
I believe I saw a tee time in the 1 o'clock hour on Thursday and then in the 10 o'clock hour on Friday. So we'll keep an eye on what Harold and Bubba are doing this weekend at that duo event coming up. Speaking of golf, Mully, that's great to hear your voice. First time I've talked to you since last week when you were on the show, and we don't need to revisit that, but I do have a gift that I would like to present you. It should be here this weekend, and I'd like for you to come in and accept an olive branch, a peace offering, and open that up here on the show next week if you could.
what's kind of interesting to me, Cliff, is that the couple things. Number one, for somebody who didn't want to rehash it, you certainly just kind of reopened that wound, so I appreciate that. Number two, it kind of seems to me, and I know at times I feel compelled to give gifts when I know I'm really wrong. So I think that's kind of an admission of guilt, which does make me feel a little better already. So I want to thank you for both of those.
Okay. Just to clarify, the gift is not me admitting I was wrong on anything. It's just more about your behavior since the circumstance happened, and I really just want to attempt to buy your friendship again if I could.
Okay. All right. Is CJ there?
He is not here today. No. Your boy.
Okay.
How is y'all's relationship going?
Oh man, we have some great text conversations regarding sports. I've really enjoyed, for the first time, I really enjoyed the NASCAR race.
Who won?
Tonight, the dude that finished first. What's his name?
Yeah, Kyle Busch. You were all over it.
Yeah. Because we were having the Busch Latte in celebration of Kyle Busch.
Good deal. Chandler's here. You want to talk to Chandler?
So I can't see, but it sounds to me like Chandler's sporting a flannel shirt. Is
correct.
That correct?
That is correct, sir.
I'm sorry, say again, Chad?
I said that is correct, sir. It's good to talk to you, Mully, by the way.
Yeah, always, middleman. All the fashionable ladies are wearing flannel shirts these days, so I'm glad to see Chandler get in the mix there.
Yeah, I mean, I thought I'd do something different today. I feel like I do a polo just about every single day, and
did you hear what Mully said?
I'm trying to avoid that.
Okay, all right. You're avoiding it pretty. Okay, good job.
So I just thought I would do something different today. I mean, look, Mully, guys still wear flannel.
Some guys, certain guys.
Jackson, yeah. Look, this might be the greatest fashion faux pas in Pirate Radio history since
what was that word?
Since Wes donned the left-handed shirt. Do you guys remember that back in the day?
Surely.
This is nowhere near that.
It's kind of near it. It's kind of a relative, maybe a distant relative. There's no embroidery on the collar like a flower, but it's similar color.
That was a left-handed ladies flannel plaid type ensemble. So
Chandler,
good for you, Chan.
How about tonight at AJ's? If there's a group of women in their flannels talking, you got an in immediately. Like you can get right in, and you got a line already made for you. That's good.
Okay, I mean, I'm just confused. Guys don't wear flannel anymore. Like, is that a thing? Like, I know girls wear flannel. I feel like it's a mutual kind of a. I feel like both sides
unisex.
Unisex. That's yeah. I mean, so what is? I don't know. Now I feel feminine.
No, you're right. It's a unisex. You know what you know what they say about you Chandler. You know sex. Mully, what'd you think of that, big guy?
Pretty good one.
Thank you. All right, moving on.
Please quickly. Do. Good talking to you, Mully.
Mully, I texted you and said once we're back in talking terms, I would love to ask you about Joe Madden walking Kyle Seager with the bases loaded and allowing a run to score. Well, what's your now this it's like the Barry Bonds treatment, but we saw it again last week. What's your take on that?
I think there is an appropriate situation, and about the only one I could think of is Barry Bonds or Babe Ruth or somebody like that late in the game. I thought it was really interesting that he did it in the fourth, facing Seager, who, he's a good hitter. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, he's definitely not as prolific as Bonds. Furthermore, I thought if you saw the Mike Trout reaction where he's kind of standing in the outfield, and all of a sudden he's trying to count, I think that kind of said it all. Like what But Madden, and I've been a fan of Madden. I think he's worked hard to continually kind of reinvent himself to stay relevant with the younger players. He likes to do different things, and I guess that's one of those things. We see so much in baseball and really all sports where guys start copycatting, right? So, next we're spreading it out in football and we're 5 wide and winging it. I don't necessarily anticipate that we see a lot of people copying that strategy. Obviously Mully blew up on him, but his team bailed him out late. So, pretty interesting. I was a little surprised.
And you're right. At the time, the Rangers went on to score some runs, but Matt and the Angels got the last laugh by winning the game itself. And how about the Pirates, Mully? Is this what we're going to see the remainder of this year? I thought that they would be able to gut out some series wins and win the American. I did not see sweep and dominant sweep at UCF happening. They won again last night, so they're playing their best ball of the year right now. Is that something you think continues when they take on Tulane?
I mean, I don't see why not. Obviously, that was in my recollection. That's as dominant a 3-day performance against an in-conference opponent, especially on the road, that I can remember East Carolina baseball having. So, it was a big one, and they, that was kind of with authority. UCF, I don't know. UCF really appeared to struggle with everything that the Pirates are throwing at them, both offensively and defensively. So, I don't see why the Pirates can't maintain. You just hope, we hope we didn't, the old peak too early. But if you could stay there and just keep riding this wave, I did see D1 Baseball release their field of 64.
Yeah.
And right now they've got East Carolina as a 3 seed to Knoxville, which would not be any favor.
And I think, Mully, I don't know if you look, that is assuming they win the conference tournament, right? Like, not as an at-large. I think that it's probably a one-bid league.
I think that's going to be the problem. I think maybe you sneak 2 in if, let's say, East Carolina continues to dominate the regular season, throws a couple more sweeps in there, and finishes second in the conference tournament, or, has a decent conference tournament. Somebody else wins the conference tournament, maybe you get 2 in.
Yeah.
But I don't know that there's many other ways that could happen.
Mike Mullis joining us. Mully, appreciate your time. Hope we can get you in studio next week, and I can present that gift to you, and all will be forgotten. We can move on.
I'm looking forward to it. If you'll let me know when my gift gets here.
Will do.
Is this a complete gag gift, or is there like some sincerity here? I'm gotta
Chandler,
prepare myself.
Chandler, you know what it is. What would you say? Is it a gag gift?
No.
Is it something he can use?
Yes.
Do you think he would at least enjoy it or appreciate it a little
I think
bit?
he would appreciate it.
All right, there you go. There's
very thoughtful.
Hey, look, that's middleman Chandler talking, Mully, so you can trust him.
Well, no, that's part of the deal with the middle. You know what, Cliff? I appreciate the sentiment, buddy. It means a lot.
Well, let's open it first and then see what you say. But we'll do that next week. Mully, thanks for joining us, man.
Okay, buddy. I'll talk to you
later. There is Mike Mullis.
That was good, Cliff.
He called me buddy. That's good to hear. I feel better about where we are.
I'm happy for you. I think there's a little reconstruction there in that relationship. And I'm so happy to see it.
Now, I appreciate you saying that, Chandler, and for you being a good buddy, but I have to go back to Facebook Live where people are talking about your wardrobe. So let's do that real quick. Chad says, does Chandler have Ugg boots? What's going on the feet there, Chandler? Ugg boots?
No,
I told him he needed to get a pair of Doc Martens.
No, Shirley calls them what you call them, duck boots?
Yeah, that's what I call them, duck boots.
Okay, so
because they look like web feet.
No Ugg boots, but duck boots. All right.
Duck boots.
Trey's got a good idea. I said if you see some ladies in a group wearing flannels, you have it in automatically. Trey says you can tell the ladies you're doing a promotional plug for Brawny paper towels. Yeah. You're the Brawny man.
I'm the Brawny guy.
Yeah.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
I do. I kind of look like the guy on the Brawny.
That's exactly why Trey said that.
That's why I just realized that, though.
Yes.
Does anyone really care?
Troy says flannel should only be worn in winter.
Well, it was 36 degrees this morning when I got up.
It's a cold day.
It was a cold morning.
I guess winter. I think flannel fall too. Like
Yeah,
that first cool of fall.
We
pumpkins.
We literally give away a flannel pack.
Who?
Bud Light.
Oh, on Pirate Radio.
Yeah.
Well, that's like beer. You don't wear it.
But we give it out in the fall.
You wear it on your insides. Jay's asking, is he wearing apple bottom jeans?
Boots with the fur?
With the fur.
Jay.
Everybody at AJ's looking at her.
Dude.
We need to take a break because we got to get to Jeff Charles. If you have any comments on Chandler's flannel, please get them in right now. We're loving it. Every now and then, a topic just takes over the show.
You're going to have to twerk it on camera now.
Let's
You got the apple bottom jeans.
Let's see those apple bottom khakis, Chandler.
Let the bass kick.
All right, we'll be back with you after this.
Let the bass kick.
In studio with Jeff Stein from Brown & Wood. What's new, Jeff?
You know, everybody's thinking we're having some inventory issues in the car business, which some of it's true. For used vehicles, Brown & Wood has a lifetime powertrain on every vehicle you buy from us, new or used. So even when you buy a used vehicle from Brown & Wood, you have lifetime powertrain. We cover the engine, transmission for as long as you own the car.
Brown & Wood, your #1 dealership in Greenville and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Alone, chicken, onions, peppers, and cheese have potential. Together, they have a purpose, a destiny, and a name. Jersey Mike's number 16 chicken Philly, because grilled to order makes a sub above. At Jersey Mike's, we take great satisfaction in getting that perfect meat slice. Yes. But we don't do it for fun. We do it for fresh, because slice to order makes a sub above.
Welcome to US Cellular. Yeah, hi. I want a new phone for free, but not just any phone. I want the newest, fastest, most storage holding 5G unlimited data using phone in here for free.
Sure, your choice.
Really?
Yep.
At US Cellular, we put you first. So choose any phone from any brand free. Plus, get unlimited data for just $30 a month. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
We all love using Uber Eats, DoorDash, and grocery pickup. It makes life so much easier. Well, now there is cellular delivery, and the team at Cellular Warehouse has perfected the process. They will deliver your new phone right to your door with all your information loaded on the new phone. And the best thing is there is no charge for this awesome service. And you don't have to waste half the day sitting in a Cellular store. Call Toby Williams today at 252-799-7051 and let his team of experts make your cellular delivery today. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent, serving all of Eastern North Carolina.
Experience next-level adventure with Kawasaki Terex KRX 1000 sports side-by-sides featuring a combination of trail-taming power, sporty performance, and rugged capability. Whichever Terex KRX 1000 model you choose, you'll experience the ability to take on the toughest trails with unmatched comfort and confidence. Kawasaki Terex KRX 1000, your world, your adventure. See them today at Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville.
Welcome to the Cheese Show. And when cheese puts on a performance like this, you might get to the crust and think, it's over. But no. Let's hear it for the Encore Cheese. This ain't just stuffed crust. This is Papa John's crust stuff.
Hey, Pirate fans, the Papa John's Epic Stuffed Crust One-Topping Pizza is only $13 and is an MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, the official pizza of the ECU Pirates.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, Classic Cola, Cherry Cola, Citrus Soda, and Orange Soda. You hear that? It's seltzer with a pop of soda, all with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Pick up some new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda at your favorite retailer today. Bud Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989, and the official beer of the ECU Pirates.
Pirate fans, get ready for a winning season and team up with Quality Equipment, your local John Deere dealer and proud sponsor of the ECU Pirates. When you do business with us, you'll get things done right. We're proud to offer a large selection of new and used John Deere equipment, a fully stocked parts department, and a highly trained staff who is here to support you throughout the life of your equipment. So get quality done right before every ECU game day and visit QualityEquip.com.
This is Coach Donnie Kirkpatrick, offense coordinator for ECU football, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. For the latest breaking news, interesting stories, and awesome contests that can make you a winner, be sure to follow Pirate Radio on our social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at PR927FM. Join the over 55,000 followers today. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is Clip Brock.
Sorry, Chandler. Such a nice guy. Sorry to do this, but we only do it because we love you, man.
Nah, look, it's fine. I take the heat pretty well.
You do. You laugh it off, and then you fire back.
And then I cry myself to sleep.
Oh, it's all part of it. All right, let's head out to the Pirate Radio Live line and visit with the voice on this lovely Wednesday. Talk some sports with Jeff Charles, who joins us today on Pirate Radio Live. Jeff, how you doing today?
Cliff, I'm doing great, and it sure is good to see East Carolina playing some good baseball these days, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Went down to Orlando, got a sweep. That came after a midweek win over Elon and another midweek victory last night over UNCW. But, Jeff, that team we saw in Orlando, just one we haven't seen a lot of this year. I believe they went into that game with 4 games where they scored double-digit runs, and then they had 3 just in a span of 3 days against UCF. Got some great pitching to go along with it, and I don't know, kind of re-energizes you a bit as we head down this part of the season with East Carolina winning all these series that they've played so far, sweeping the one in Orlando. And, Jeff, it sets up a big one as they hit the road for Tulane coming up this weekend, the top 2 teams in the AAC.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It will be a showdown between the 2 ball clubs. And, again, hats off to the players and the coaches. I mean, they have really stuck to it this year, Cliff. It's not been an easy road, as we all know. A lot of people have thrown dirt on these guys, but they haven't really responded. I think there was a real question, just as recently as 10 days ago as to whether or not these guys could play this well, and they have been able to do that. So, again, hats off to them. I mean, they've done a great job of turning this thing around. Now, of course, you got a lot of baseball yet to be played, so we can't put the cart before the horse, but there's no doubt about this team is playing so much better than they did earlier in the year.
Jeff Charles joining us. It'll be the Pirates and the Green Wave. We'll talk to Corey Glore, preview it coming up tomorrow on Pirate Radio Live. Jeff, we had Stephen Igo on yesterday. He was able to witness his first ECU basketball practice with Mike Schwartz leading the way. Now, this, I don't know if practice is even the word because East Carolina only had 5 players. R.J. Felton, Igo said he was told that he was sick, so he was not out there. But you had Brandon Johnson and Javon Small, Luigi DeBow, and some others from last year's roster. So the Pirates looks like they will return a core as they await for these new players to come in the summer and in the fall, Jeff. But Stephen Igo said kind of what you would imagine. The Mike Schwartz foul is tough, defense, physical, those kinds of things. And sounds like they had a spirited workout yesterday. And good to know that we do have some holdovers from last year, Jeff, that are still going to be a part of this Pirate basketball team.
Yeah, and cross your fingers and hold your breath that those guys continue to be Pirates. Hopefully they will. I haven't seen a practice clip, but about, I guess it was 10 days ago or so, I saw the guys in the weight room and I saw them walking over to the gym. And it was the same cast of characters that you just mentioned. And the strength coach, Coach Martinez, was with the guys. So I know he's working them out. So they're working hard. And the practices are doing what they can do. And I think, let's be honest about it, Coach Schwartz is a defensive-minded coach. That is what his reputation has been. And this year, and probably the years going forward, East Carolina is going to have to really stress defense to hang in games, especially in the conference. And we talk about it oftentimes in sports, but especially, I think, in basketball, that defense is a lot of hard work and a lot of want to. And if you have that, you have a chance to compete in games, and usually that can be pretty much a constant game to game. Now, offense, that's a different deal. Some nights you're hitting shots, and some nights you're not. But defensively, if you bring that work ethic and you bring that hard hat each and every game, you've got a chance to be competitive. And I think that's the kind of coach that Coach Schwartz is. I think that's what he will demand of his players. And as we all know, East Carolina with a lot of new faces this year and the holdover guys, there'll be a chemistry deal there, trying to mesh everything together. A new system, a lot of new players with the old holdovers. So, a lot of unknowns going into the year, but every coach starts with some kind of a building block in his first season. I don't think there's any doubt the building block will be sell out on defense, play as hard as you can, and, mesh the guys together the best you can, have great chemistry within the team, have great teammates to help each other. So, this is building block number one for Mike Schwartz coming up, and it's kind of like, here we go again. We've seen a lot of rebuilding projects with East Carolina basketball.
Yeah.
That's where we are again this year.
And as you know, Jeff, the Pirates aren't alone in this. You've seen a mass exodus from Memphis. I believe Landers Nolly was in the state checking out Raleigh, NC State, as he's going to go elsewhere. I saw the left-hander Timberlake, who was a highly touted high school prospect, didn't have a great freshman year at Memphis. In fact, he struggled in the games against East Carolina, I remember, especially at home. He transfers to Bryant, and then you've got the best player in the AAC last year, the player of the year, Kendrick Davis, leaving SMU. So this is all throughout the conference, throughout college basketball. Shirley told me about an article earlier today. Brandon Suggs could end up landing at UCF or USF, staying in the American. So this is part of it now, Jeff, and tough to keep up with it all. But I guess I don't know if it helps Pirate fans to know this, but the ECU is not alone in this this transfer portal era of college basketball.
No, there's no doubt about that. Every college basketball team in America is dealing with it, and even though the Pirates have lost some players, some of these other teams have lost a lot more players than what East Carolina has. Another guy who's transferring out of Memphis is Imani Bates.
Yeah.
And I am in Michigan now, and there is a following for Imani Bates in this state because he is from Ypsilanti, and he's a very well-known name here. So there have been some stories about him. And we talk about the NIL as well, Clip, and some of these guys, now are six-figure kind of guys. I know it's mind-boggling to think that with a college athlete, they're making $100,000 plus, and some of them are making a lot more than $100,000. But from all indications, Imani Bates was making big money. I mean, a lot more than $100,000 at Memphis, according to the people I know with the Tigers program. He was doing extremely well. And then we talked about this on the network this year. He is so young, he's not eligible for the NBA draft this year. He's not old enough. And so here's a kid that he's going to have to play somewhere next year unless he just decides to take a year off and train or whatever. But he's going to either play college basketball or he's going to play overseas or wherever else. But he's not eligible for the NBA draft. He was only 17 years old playing at Memphis last season. And you're right, NC State lost a lot of players, as we both know. Landers Nolly, as you talked about. I mean, this is going to be his third stop because he started at Virginia Tech, then went to Memphis, and then on to wherever he's going to go. A little surprised. I think Earl Timberlake is a really good player. I thought, he would probably go somewhere to a more of a higher profile program than Bryant, even though they had a good year last year. But he was a really good player coming out of Washington, D.C., that a lot of high majors were recruiting. But you just never know anymore, Cliff. We talk about this a lot. Every day is a new adventure in basketball and also in football. Hopefully it won't get down to baseball. There's still just a little bit of amateurism involved in baseball, and you don't see guys, leaving one program to go to another too much in baseball. Not like in basketball and football, but it's a whole different world now, as we know.
That reminds me, Jeff, of my conversation yesterday with former Pirate great Seth Maness, who is now on the UNCW staff, and I asked him, this is his first year at UNCW, helping out with the pitchers and really whatever the coaching staff asked him to do, and I asked, what's your future in this, and he said he'd really like to stay in the college game. It is the kind of the last man standing when it comes to a team game. He said it's more about the team and not about me, like Major League Baseball, and he really enjoys it. And I don't know, I found that interesting. Maybe you see more big names, more guys getting into coaching, fall in love with the college game because it is a little bit more of a pure form than baseball than what you get at the big leagues.
Well, I agree with what Seth says, and I think we can just turn the clock back a couple of weeks ago, Cliff. We talked about this on your show when Eric Wedge was in Wichita State. And Eric Wedge was the American League Manager of the Year in 2007 with the then Cleveland Indians, now Cleveland Guardians, and he also managed the Seattle Mariners. Now, he had some health issues in his mid-40s. I believe he had a heart attack when he was like 45 years old. And he was managing in the big leagues, and I don't know Eric Wedge, but just looking from the outside in, I'm just wondering if maybe the stress got to him as a major league manager, and he decided it's not worth it as far as my health is concerned, and he still wanted to be close to the game. So he went back to his alma mater at Wichita State, and he's managing the Shockers now, coaching them at the college level. So there is another guy, and of course, down through the years, there have been a number of major league guys who have coached college baseball, and I think with the climate, the way things are today, we may see that as a trend. Like Seth was saying, we may see more and more guys who want to coach in college at baseball, not necessarily basketball or football.
Right.
But with baseball, we may see more guys who gravitate to coaching college baseball and college baseball players rather than pro players.
Well, and speaking of NIL, saw another deal yesterday, Jeff, and boy, this is a match made in heaven. The Arkansas golfer John Daly II signing a deal with Hooters. That was pretty predictable, but I saw that news yesterday. He was in a tournament. It was Chandler and I were watching it, some kind of father-son, or it was a duo deal. And Tiger Woods' kid was playing in it, but John Daly's kid, he is a big fella playing there for the Arkansas golf team. And I saw that yesterday. Speaking of golf, Jeff, I cannot believe that HV3 has got me logged into watching golf on Sundays. But I was watching it after we did our Easter festivities. I turned it on, and Harold was a birdie away from getting in a playoff and trying to win his first tournament on the PGA Tour, but again came up just one shot short. And Harold has turned me in. I guess I'm not a golf fan, but I'm a Harold fan, Jeff. So if he's in it, I'll watch it. I really enjoyed it on Sunday.
Well, we all pull for Harold because he's such a great young man, and everybody in Pirate Nation pulls for him each and every week. Cliff, it sounds to me like you're getting a little bit old. All my old friends. I thought you were too young to do that.
Yeah, that's a sad state of affairs, Jeff. When you start watching golf on TV, you know your better days are behind you, I guess.
And by the way, John Daly, when they asked John Daly why he doesn't go to the gym, and we all know he's a big guy, he said, people ask him over the years, say, John, why don't you go to the gym? And he says, because they won't let me smoke in there.
It's a non-smoking. I thought you were going to say there's no bar in there, but either way, it's about the same, right? So, yeah.
It's about the same, but he's been successful, and people love him because he doesn't take himself too seriously.
That's right. Jeff Charles joining us here on the Pirate Radio Live Line. Weird moment last night seeing Kenley Jansen get Freddie Freeman out for the final out as the Braves knocked off the Dodgers. And that combo should be playing on the opposite sides, but that's where we are with baseball now. But the Braves winning against the Dodgers last night. Jeff, how much I know the Reds are off to a slow start. I'm in a after sports trivia a couple Wednesdays ago. We did a team draft, and we're doing it for the month of April, and we just count up how many wins our teams have at the end, and if you combine for the most wins, you win. Well, I think my next to last pick was the Cincinnati Reds, and they are weighing me down. They're anchoring me down right now. Luckily, my last pick was the Rockies, who are actually playing pretty well, but I know the Reds are struggling, Jeff. I saw the Tigers got to Garrett Cole last night, but couldn't put any more runs up on the Yankees relievers. But how much are you keeping up with what's going on in Major League Baseball?
Oh, a lot these days. The Reds have lost 8 games in a row, and they're now 2-10. They have the worst record in baseball. And I guess I'm really not that surprised when they started getting rid of their players. And, they had that window of opportunity, Cliff, and they did get to the playoffs during that 3 or 4 year window there. But it looks like now they've just started over again. The fan base is not happy with them, I can assure you of that. But once they got rid of Castellanos and Jesse Winker and Eugenio Suarez and then Sonny Gray, I mean, they almost had a fire sale there in the spring and during the winter. So I'm really not surprised they're struggling so badly. They're playing a lot of young kids, and they still do have Joey Votto and a couple of guys from the old days, but still, they're just not very good. So I'm not that surprised that they are struggling. The fan base, I know, in Cincinnati is not happy. But they're 2-10, and they are what their record is. And the Tigers, I think, have a brighter future. I really like some of the Tigers' young players, and they're starting to develop those guys and getting them to the major leagues, like Spencer Torkelson. He's starting at first base for them now. And unfortunately, Riley Green, another one of their big-time prospects, is down with an injury right now, but he was probably going to make the big league club this year. But they're 4-6, so they're struggling a little bit out of the gate as well. You know, when I look at the standings clip, there are just so many teams this year that are around 500.
Yeah.
You know, there are a lot of teams that are like 7-6 or 6-6, 7-5. You look at the standings, and it's kind of all that way. Now the Mets are off to a great start. They're 9-3, and there are, I think, a couple of teams about 8-4, 8-5. But there are a lot of teams that are right around 500 or with losing records as we start this Major League Baseball season. And I'm up north now, and the weather is just brutal up here playing baseball. It was, I think, 42 degrees first pitch in Detroit last night. And, you know, that's tough for players. It's tough for fans to sit there when the wind's blowing, it's 42 degrees and watch a baseball game. And that's pretty much been the case in the Midwest and the Northeast so far. So hopefully spring is around the corner and get some better weather.
Yeah, the White Sox are another team that I drafted, and I enjoy watching them play. I know, Jeff, you picked them to win the World Series. They haven't got a game in this week. They have been postponed there in Minnesota on Monday and Tuesday. Hopefully they can get one in today, coming up later on in the 5 o'clock hour. Jeff, Todd Graffinini had something to celebrate last night. We'll wrap it up with some NBA playoffs. The Pelicans knocking off the Suns as Devin Booker suffered an injury, 125-114. So that series tied at 1 apiece, and they'll be excited down in New Orleans to welcome home that Pelicans team. Have you picked I don't know, any players you like, any team you're gonna try to follow here, or are you just watching it as a basketball fan, Jeff?
I think I'm just watching it as a fan, but that was a big win for the Pelicans. You know, the Suns had the best record in the NBA during the regular season. I mean, they're legit. We saw what they did last year, but a little bit closer to home, I'll tell you what really disappointed me was the Hornets last week. They were just absolutely terrible in that one-game playoff.
Yeah.
Did you watch it, Cliff?
I did, Jeff, and it was a complete. It was like they just put the game on from last year's playoff against the Pacers, where they lost by 30. Unbelievable.
I mean, the Pacers just blew them out last year. It was an embarrassment, and you would have thought that they would have played very well in this past game, but they didn't, and I kind of scratched my head about that. It's not like they were playing Phoenix or they were playing the Celtics or Boston. They were playing Atlanta. And both teams had 43 and 39 records for the year.
They split during the regular season. The Hornets blew them out of time, so it was, it shouldn't have been like that.
Toss-up game.
Yeah.
It was a toss-up game going in. And, my goodness, that third quarter last week, they were horrible. And it was almost like they weren't trying.
Yeah.
I know they took a lot of criticism, and they got blown out, and they ended another season on a disappointing note after having a pretty good regular season.
Yep, it was tough to watch. It kind of took the wind out of my sails for watching basketball. I'm trying to get back into it, and hopefully some good games tonight. Brooklyn and Boston at 7 o'clock. Philadelphia, Toronto at 8, and then it'll be Chicago and Milwaukee at 9:30. Jeff, enjoyed the chat as always. Appreciate you joining us here on Pirate Radio Live, and we'll do it again next week.
Okay, Kraft, you're very welcome. Always enjoy visiting with you and our Pirate Radio listeners.
Thank you, Jeff. Jeff Charles joining us today here on a Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. We will take a timeout. When we return, we'll talk to the play-by-play voice for East Carolina baseball, Scott Rogers. Scooter will join us to talk about a lot of Pirate wins. A sweep in Orlando. They come back home last night, get a win. Now it's back on the road, taking on a tough Tulane baseball team. We'll talk about it all with Scott Rogers when we kick off hour number 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
You've worked hard to make your business successful, and that's why it's really important to always have a bank in your corner when you need them. This is former ECU baseball player Ashley Capps from First Bank, and our experienced team of local bankers includes Lee Watson, Bonner Latham, Chris Richards, Josh Hooten, and Heath Nisbet. To get the business services that are right for your business today, come and see someone on our team at First Bank on Arlington Boulevard here in Greenville. First Bank, together with our customers, we're creating a world where individuals and communities thrive.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers in Greenville, plus the all-new Tiebreakers in Winterville, do real burgers better than anybody. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, real burgers at its best.
Everybody loves burgers.
I can't think of anyone who doesn't love a clean car, but how often do you actually go to the car wash? Does it take too long, or maybe it's just not a very nice place? Tommy's Express changes everything. Our wash is bright, inviting, clean, and fast.
I love the flat conveyor belt. So easy to pull onto, much smoother ride, and safer for my car.
And when you join Tommy Club, you can wash as often as you like for one low monthly price.
I save money and time.
We're Tommy's Express.
At the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road, Greenville.
Join us at Purple Blossom Yoga Studio, Greenville's premier yoga studio, for our wide array of classes, including restorative, power, hot yoga, and more. We even fly into the weekend with our aerial yoga workshops. New to our studio? Check out our special for new yogis. 3 classes for only $30. Check out our website or social media for all the information and up-to-date schedules at Purple Blossom Yoga Studio. Purple Blossom Yoga, where your health and mindset collide and help you transform to a new you.
The celebration is on. Save the date for Saturday, May 14th, as the town of Farmville celebrates 150 years with a black tie gala from 7 to 11 p.m. Music will be provided by the Raheem Walker Project, and dinner will be served. Tickets are $75 per person or $650 for a reserved table for 8. All proceeds benefit the Farmville Chamber of Commerce, and to purchase tickets, call 753-4671. Save the date and enjoy a night out on the town at the Farmville Black Tie Gala, Saturday, May 14th.
When I need jeans, I order online because I know exactly what I want. They have just one moving part, and if there's something wrong, I exchange them. Buying a vehicle, especially pre-owned, is way different. Lots of moving parts. You don't want to get stuck. For a worry-free purchase, visit Phelps Chevrolet. We've been here in town a very long time. You know us. You know we stand behind everything we sell. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Come get you one.
Wings Over delivers. Wings Over delivers. Wings Over delivers. If you're looking for wings to be delivered to your home, Wings Over Greenville has you covered with no third party needed. Wings Over Greenville has its own in-house delivery service. Be sure to try the all-new tender sandwiches by ordering ahead on the Wings Over mobile app. Open till 3 a.m. on Friday and Saturday, Wings Over has everything to cure those late night munchies. Give them a call at 758-9464. Wings Over Greenville. They deliver.
Bring the bright, fresh colors of spring home during Bostic Sugg Furniture's signature Spring Styles event. A little style here, a little color there. Make any room come alive for less. We have so many beautiful ways to refresh your home at savings that look good in any season. Plus, 6 months special financing. Pamper yourself with a new Serta or Restonic mattress and enjoy 48 months special financing with no minimum purchase during the signature Spring Styles event. On now at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash. Come experience the difference at Tommy's. Now open at the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road. Doesn't your car deserve it? Visit Tommy's Express Car Wash today. Now back to the show.
Welcome back. Villa Verde on 10th Street and Villa Verde Dos by the hospital are open for you, serving unique and healthy dishes from the Dominican Republic. Order online at myvillaverde.com or the Villa Verde app. You can order a family meal that feeds 6 to 7 people, and they'll have it ready for curbside pickup today. Whether it's dine-in or takeout, Villa Verde is a platform for good. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip Rock.
Alrighty, back with you here on Pirate Radio Live. Talking a lot of baseball on today's show. Talking about Chandler's flannel shirt as well. It's been a topic on today's program. Steve on Facebook Live says, I bet Chandler has a venti pumpkin spice latte at his desk. Chandler is fantastic. So, I'll take that as a compliment.
I'm sure I'll hear more from Steve tonight at AJ McMurphy's.
Yeah. Are you going to wear that shirt to trivia?
I've been thinking about it.
I think you got to.
Roast session.
Yeah.
So I think I might.
I think you should only wear flannels from here on out.
Now that it could get pretty hot.
Well, when it gets hot, you cut the sleeves. When it gets super hot, you cut them all. You just go like sleeveless.
A sleeveless flannel.
That would look pretty good.
Yeah.
Scooter, what do you think of Chandler's shirt?
I think it looks great.
Thank you, Scooter.
What a guy.
Now,
what a nice guy.
I tell you what, I really don't care about what all you other people think, but now if Scooter likes it, that's all I need to know.
Scooter, you got to be in a pretty good mood. You're calling a lot of wins here lately.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been good to be back on the winning track, and also feels good to be in first place as well.
Does it seem like the more the better the Pirates play, the more the Pirates win, the less people talk about you?
Probably not.
It does seem like when you're winning, everything's fine. When you're losing, everything stinks, including Scooter. But I don't know. You win, everybody's in a good mood, and let's keep that rolling. Let's start with last night, and it was a team effort, pitching and hitting for the Pirates last night. Got off to a good 2-0 start, and were able to lead it wire to wire. And how about the trend, Scott? 2 pitchers used Thursday, 2 Friday, 4 on Saturday. It's a good number. And then for a midweek game to only use 4 pitchers. That's fantastic for ECU.
And for a midweek game, that was going to be a bullpen day regardless. And for us to have used 4 pitchers, obviously that keeps some fresh arms in there for the weekend. And the UNCW club had some injuries going into that game. Brooks Baldwin was out, one of their best offensive players, defensive players as well. But to be able to shut them down like we did last night gave obviously a good midweek win, and also another win heading into a big series this weekend.
Chandler, by the way, update, who is the guy whose sister you took to the prom? What was his name? We had a breakdown by Chandler yesterday on
Sawyer Sutton. I don't think he's a freshman.
I didn't see him make the lineup last night.
No, he's I think he's a developmental guy, so they're trying to get him, ready for his future as a Seahawk.
Now, Baldwin, was he the guy that caught Gore?
Yes, he caught Mackenzie Gore.
And he was out last night?
He was. They said that he's been out past weekend with an injury.
So everybody you previewed yesterday didn't play for UNCW.
I did mention the Benton, Cody Benton.
We did see a Benton in the game last night. Cody, who was the former Pirate, right?
That's right. He was an ECU transfer.
Yeah. And got in 2/3 of an inning, 2 earned runs to his credit last night as East Carolina comes out with the 8-2 victory. And I saw a lot of people talking about the length of last night's game. Scooter, apparently that sped up when Carter Spivey got in. When's the last time you saw a pitcher throw 13 pitches and get 7 outs through 2 1/3 innings? That's crazy.
It's probably one of the first time I've ever seen it, but Spivey was dealing last night, and a good start last night from CJ Mayhew. He's had a few good starts this season in midweek action, but obviously both of those going to be key pieces to the Pirate bullpen going down the stretch. And we hadn't seen Carter Spivey since that Elon game last week. Obviously didn't have to use him at all at UCF, which is a good thing. We get him some work this week, and then hopefully not have to use him at Tulane, but probably will see him at some point.
Same with CJ, right? He was probably bored down in Orlando, didn't have much to do. So not only was it great to see him in because he's a great pitcher, but to get him some work. And he has gone that route, that 2-inning midweek starting of a game now. We saw it against NC State. Saw it last night, and I don't know, maybe carved out a little midweek role for him there.
Absolutely. And Cliff Godwin has said to me every single game in the pregame interviews, just saying, hey, we tell the pitchers go out there with a closer's mentality every single inning. You feel good after one, go out for another, or close out that inning. And that's what the Pirates have been able to do the past few games, and it's showing with the success on the mound.
Scott Rogers joining us, talking Pirate baseball. Mentioned it earlier. How about your leadoff man not getting a hit last night, but 3 walks, 2 runs scored. Kind of a typical Zach Agnos, finding a way to get on and finding a way to get around down to the plate.
Yep, and Zach's has been really good in that leadoff spot since making the change there. And, you take Bryce and Worrell out, he's now down at the bottom of the order, which has been a good spot for him, providing some power down there. Obviously, he was American Conference Player of the Week this week. And but Zach Agnos had a pretty good weekend at UCF as well. Got to see Jake Agnos down at UCF and got to meet him for the first time, so It was good to see Jake. But Zach Agnos, obviously his defense last night, too, was unbelievable as well.
How about Josh Moylan back in the 3-hole as he moves up the lineup? Had a triple last night, knocked in a run, scored 2 runs, and that bat looks like it might get heated up here when the weather gets heated up.
Yep, and he's been hitting the ball fairly good lately as well. Still doesn't really show in his average just because he had such a slow start at the beginning of the year. But Josh Mully, a bat that's going to get going, and he's still finding ways on base, whether or not he's getting base hits. His on-base percentage still close to 400 right now. So still finding those ways to get on base. And then, like you said, starting to heat up. Had that great performance at Elon last week and then had the triple last night.
Good night last night for Ben Newton as well. Scooter, do you think we just continue to see different catchers in and out throughout the remainder of the season?
I think it seems like they're going to pretty much stick with Ben Newton. That's what we've seen the past few weeks, and the way he's been hitting the ball lately, and his defense has been really good behind the plate as well. And I don't think you're going to see personally many more lineup changes in terms of the offensive lineup, just because obviously what they've been able to do at the plate and trying to keep that consistently.
If they keep winning and hitting like they are, they're definitely not going to change anything. I believe, Scooter, they went into last weekend, I think I counted 4 games where they scored double-digit runs during the season, and then had 3 back-to-back-to-back against UCF. So whatever they're doing right now is working. And how about those long innings, those big innings East Carolina's been able to put up offensively? You get 2 here, 2 there. That's great. You have that long inning. That's got to be so demoralizing to the other team.
Absolutely. I think that was one thing that helped them so much down at UCF is just piling it on in those 4th and 5th innings down there. We talked about that last night on the broadcast. Me and Coach O did, how last night was kind of sporadic. 2 innings here, 2 innings there. But still being able to put up 8 runs last night, very good for the Pirates. But like you said, you go out and you score 9-10 runs an inning, that does hurt the other team as well, gets in their head, I think.
We will talk to Corey Glore coming up Thursday on the show. He'll have his side of the preview for ECU Tulane. Scooter, what do you know about those Green Wave, who are right there near the top of the AAC with East Carolina?
Tulane, a very good club, obviously, and Siegel, one of their top guys. It'll be interesting to see how he matches up against the Pirates this weekend. Ethan Groff, one of their best offensive players as well, at the top of that Tulane order. But Tulane, a great team, obviously, too. They've obviously got beat up last weekend at Houston, and the good thing I will say in terms of standings is I think Houston is the team that they have to play twice during the year, so that would be good in terms of possibly with us in first place right now. If we go down there, take care of business this weekend, the Pirates, I think, are in pretty good shape the rest of the year.
And the Pirates won't see Houston until the final weekend of the regular season, so the series left for East Carolina at Tulane this weekend, followed by a return trip from Cincinnati as they will come to Greenville, and then at Memphis versus USF, and then Houston. So kind of coming down the stretch here with these series left to go. And Igo said it yesterday. You're kind of saying it like this one could go a long way. You win this series, you sweep this series, you really start to get excited about your chances to win this league. But you win this series here, everything, and it's all right in front of the Pirates right now if they want to take this championship.
Right, and even if you take the conference championship out of the way, you look at this weekend in terms of postseason play, very big weekend for the Pirates in terms of RPI. I think Tulane is at 49 or 50 coming into today is what it went up. I think we went up to 51 after last night's win. But you go down there and take at least 2 or 3 from Tulane, that's going to boost your RPI a bunch. And then you look ahead, and nothing against the American Conference, there's not a lot of big RPI boost after this weekend other than maybe Houston. And you look midweek wise, obviously you got NC State next week and then Duke and Campbell coming to Greenville, but not many more RPI boosts. But with this being a road series and a team that has a pretty high RPI, that'd be very good wins for the Pirates this weekend.
Scooter, what do you know, if anything, about Jake Kuchmaner and his health heading into this weekend?
Coach Godwin said last night it looks like it's going to be muscle related, and even Coach O elaborated on that a little bit just from his time being a coach. He said that's not too serious of an injury, but not sure if he'll throw this weekend or not, but obviously you want to keep him healthy for that potential run at the end of the year.
It's probably a sign of a veteran player, right, that knows to get himself out if something doesn't feel right, where you might have a guy try to hide that and keep pitching through it and suffer something serious. So good on Cooch, right, to kind of notify everybody.
Absolutely, and Coach Godwin told me that yesterday. He said good for him to take him out. He knew that he needed to come out. And
probably easier to do when you have a lead, too, right?
Absolutely, yeah. But you go back to that game at UCF, too. I don't ever remember seeing a game where both starting pitchers take themselves out of the game due to injury. But you could tell that Cooch Manor had done something on the mound, but glad he did come out and glad it's not super serious as well.
And I wasn't watching at the time. Igo said the UCF pitcher that went out, that was a little more dramatic, where he knew something was
right.
wrong.
Yeah, I was talking with Zach Womack after that game, and he said you could tell something had happened because he said his velocity dropped about 4 or 5 miles an hour a few pitches before that, and he said that's a big side of a UCL thing. But UCF had their share of injuries down there, obviously him, and then their starting shortstop having to come out with a wrist injury as well.
And an injury last night from an umpire, right? The gutsiest, toughest umpire in America, apparently. What happened? Scooter got hit with the foul ball and then left the game and returned, right?
Yep, J.R. Brown, he took a foul ball off. I think it was the second inning last night and stayed in for an inning, then had to come out, it looked like, and he was out for, I think, an inning and a half, it seemed. But we had, I think, a 14-minute delay is what the official time was. While he got changed, you got a new umpire back there. We had a 2-man crew, I think, for about an inning and a half, and then JR came back out and he had a brace on his wrist / forearm area. So he definitely did something to his arm significant enough for him to come out of that matchup. And umpires out there know that umpires don't come out due to injury very often. For them to do that, for him to have done that last night, it had to have been pretty serious.
Scooter, how about your days of umpiring? Have you been hit with the ball, foul ball, ground ball?
I have taken my share of foul balls over the day, and in some areas that doesn't feel too good to be hit with anything down there. But my favorite story is my first ever game behind the plate. It was the second pitch of the game, and I took a foul ball right here, and it was purple for about 3 weeks.
Welcome to umpiring.
Absolutely.
Right? And when that happens, you need your catcher to go out and talk to the pitcher, right? You need everybody to stall out there to give you a minute.
I don't, because I say stay back here, because if he goes out there, that's 5 more minutes we're out there on the field.
Okay, all right. Well, just stay in and let's play ball. So injuries are part of the game, both with the players and the umpires. How about this weekend? Ryder Giles, I guess, has cemented his spot for now as the Friday guy. How about Saturday and Sunday? Has Cliff said anything, or you got an idea what it's going to look like?
I have not heard anything for Saturday and Sunday. If I had to take my best guess, the rotation's probably going to be listed the same as it's been the past few weekends, where it's going to be Giles and then TBA and TBA, especially with Cooch Maynard's injury right now. But we will see. Obviously, they've been taking it one game at a time over the past few weekends, but I think it's pretty safe to say that Giles will probably be starting on Friday. But be a big series down at Tulane. Looking forward to it.
And teams announce starters. Are you required to let the opposing team know?
I don't think you're required to. Yeah. I think it's just kind of a
when
thing
you post
do.
That lineup before the game. You can do it as late as that.
Yeah, because I remember when during the LeClaire Classic this year, Indiana State had released their probable starters for the weekend, and they were different on every single lineup card for every game.
Right. All right. At NC State next week, so Scooter will be traveling to Raleigh before Cincinnati comes to town. So the Pirates, the road warrior mentality worked out for them last week. They're going to have to do it again against Tulane this week. When are you guys heading out of town?
We will be pulling out of Clark Claire about 8 o'clock in the morning tomorrow to head to RDU.
All right. And any plans in New Orleans?
I know Corey's got some plans for us this weekend, so we'll see what he's got up his sleeve.
Good deal. Maybe catch a home Pelicans game, playoff game.
There you go. I've never been to an NBA game before.
I've seen the Hornets a couple times, but never been to a playoff game. But that's probably going to be a wild scene there, as they now have tied their series 1-1 against the Phoenix Suns. Scooter got the Braves on right now. They trail 2-0 to the Dodgers, and the Dodgers got that 2 off the bat of Freddie Freeman, a 2-run home run in the first inning off Charlie Morton. So. How weird was it to see Kenley Jansen get a set? We're cheering for Kenley Jansen to get Freddie Freeman out last night. Still weird for me to wrap my brain around it.
It is, and the Braves right now are kind of a slow start to the season, but you go back to last year, it was a slow start as well, and I know some Braves fans were on social media the night. They were irritating the mess out of me. Them talking about Dansby Swanson and how he needed to be released or sent down to AAA, and I'm just like, look, calm down. Dansby's fine. It's April. We got all the way to October to figure this thing out, and they did it last year. Just got to be patient.
It was like through the All-Star break, they were still struggling. They were down, and I have no worries at all, and especially if you saw Ronald Acuna in his minor league debut this week. Looks fantastic in the field. Hosed a guy at third. Hit a ball off the wall. So they're going to be fine. Max Fried dominant last night. I think the Braves will be okay.
They are.
And the Mets are going to screw it up at some point.
That's right.
That always happens. All right, Scooter, thanks for hanging out, man.
Yep, and I will say the NC State game next week was changed to a 7 p.m. start. We found out yesterday to accommodate an ACC network broadcast, a national broadcast. So just to put that out there, make sure everybody knows that it's a 7 p.m. start next week at NC State.
So from 4:30 to 7 p.m., a late night for you folks there in Raleigh. All right, good info. Thanks, Scooter. Have a good call this weekend. Enjoy New Orleans, man.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me on.
All right, let's take a time out. We'll come back. We'll talk more baseball with Patrick Mason from the Daily Reflector. Have not checked in on his White Sox in a while. Let's see if it's gotten any better. Hey, it did. It got one run better. They're down 10-1 to the Guardians. Rough start for Dallas Keuchel, but the good news is they play later on today in Game 2 of a doubleheader. We'll talk Major League Baseball, we'll talk Pirate Baseball, and more with Patrick Mason when we return on Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates and ENC. Open 7 days a week from noon until 2 a.m., the Buck features live music every night of the week. Tuesday is karaoke with DJ Captain Morgan. Wednesday is acoustic night. Thursday is the DJ dance party. And Friday and Saturday nights, it's live bands. Check out the Buck's Facebook or Instagram page for more information. The Buccaneer Music Hall. We'll see you at the Buck.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, and get rid of unwanted hair? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medi-Spa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. All products and services are on sale at our Spring Extravaganza, April 4th through the 8th, beautybarmedispa.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation. Go Pirates!
Temperatures are in the low 30s at 10 a.m., increasing sharply to 75 degrees by 1 p.m., and then dropping into the teens by 10 p.m. So before you go to work, put on some gloves, pack some shorts, and a parka. That should cover you for the day.
Your heating and cooling take a beating. Guarantee your system is ready when you need it. Call Delcor. Buy a new train system and make no payments until 2023. It's hard to stop a train. With inflation and high gas prices, you don't need another payment. So buy this month and make no payments until 2023. Delcor, the service professionals.
Hello, Eastern North Carolina. If you're looking for a great place to work with competitive pay and advancement opportunities, Pitt County Schools is hiring. We employ over 3,000 people, and we're one of the largest employers in Pitt County. Pitt County Schools is currently seeking teachers, bus drivers, school nutrition personnel, facility staff, custodians, clerical staff, and more. We offer advanced leadership opportunities for our educators and competitive pay for our skilled labor force. Come work for a diverse, thriving school system and be an important part of ensuring success for the students of Pitt County who are the future of Eastern North Carolina. To fill out an application, visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org, or go directly to our job postings at bit.ly/PCS employment. That's bit.ly/PCS employment. Pitt County Schools, engaging, empowering, and elevating every student and every staff member every single day.
Safety comes first at Greenville Utilities. Did you know that by itself, natural gas is completely odorless? As a safety precaution, a chemical is added to the gas that gives it a distinctive and unpleasant odor. This allows you to detect the slightest amount of natural gas both indoors and outdoors. If you smell a strong odor of natural gas in or near your home, you should immediately call Greenville Utilities. GUC maintains staff around the clock in order to provide immediate response to emergencies such as natural gas leaks. You can count on GUC to keep safety job number one.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
North Carolina State Parks is proud to announce that they have partnered with the Hometown Strong program. Our visitor centers are now equipped with public Wi-Fi to help kids with school. Remote learning has become a critical public health measure in maintaining social distance and continuing to educate our young people. Take advantage of Wi-Fi and a hike at Goose Creek State Park or a day trip to the beach and access remote learning at Fort Macon State Park. For more information, visit hometownstrong.nc.gov.
Hi, this is Brian Meador from East Carolina Athletics. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
This hour of PRL is brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash. Come experience the difference at Tommy's. Now open at the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road. Doesn't your car deserve it? Visit Tommy's Express Car Wash today. Now back to the show.
Welcome back. Town Insurance is your premier independent insurance agency. From maximizing opportunities to minimizing risk, Town's Insurance Advisors offer expert professional advice to clients of all sizes. For personal or business insurance questions, call 756-8300 today. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is Clip Brock.
Alrighty, back with you on Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday. We just talked a lot of Pirate baseball with Scott Rogers. He'll be on the call this weekend. East Carolina taking on Tulane. We'll talk to the former voice of ECU baseball and the current voice of Tulane athletics, Corey Glore, coming up on Thursday. So more Pirate baseball talk. We'll do that with our next guest, Patrick Mason, as well, but also look around Major League Baseball. And Patrick, welcome back in. How you doing, man?
Doing good. How's it going?
Doing good. And Pirates have been playing well. Not that, like, when you beat writers come on, you don't have a rooting interest, but it's probably, like, more enjoyable when you get to see good baseball and winning baseball, right? Everybody's in a better mood, at least.
Right. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. You know, it's just fun to watch good baseball. You know, when things are executed properly and, you know, station to station kind of stuff, it's definitely more fun.
Before we get into East Carolina, let's take a look at the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Dubuck. Right now, the Brewers have a 4-2 lead over the Pittsburgh Pirates. They are playing in the 8th inning, and I was trying to see who was doing the damage today. Good day for Hunter Renfroe for Milwaukee. Brutal one going on in Cleveland. Kind of stinks, Patrick, because you've been waiting all week for some White Sox baseball. They were postponed Monday and Tuesday, right?
That's right.
So
snow.
Snow in April there in Cleveland. So a doubleheader today. You're feeling good about it. And then Dallas Keuchel does not get out of the second inning. Goes one inning, gives up, I think, 10 runs, 8 earned, something like that. And that one's over.
Yeah, Cleveland had like 8 hits in a row. I think there was 4 errors before they even made their 4th out. I mean, it was just a disaster all over the place. It was very disappointing.
And you said coming up for Game 2 of the doubleheader, you don't like the pitching matchup for the White Sox, right?
Right, yeah. It's just Jimmy Lambert. I mean, he's fine, but he's not going to blow you away. He's kind of just a AAA lifer, maybe 4A kind of guy who just doesn't really have a place in the bigs, but, you know, you gotta need a spot start somewhere.
So doubleheader in Cleveland, and the Guardians taking it to Chicago right now, 10-1 that score as they play in the 7th inning. The Braves and the Dodgers playing a pretty quick one because the Braves do not have a hit. Last night it was the Dodgers who didn't have a hit through 6 or 7 innings. Max Fried threw a gem for Atlanta, and the Braves win. Today It is L.A. who is pitching that gem, and right now it is Gonsolin on the mound for the Dodgers. No hits for Atlanta through 5 innings. Charlie Morton's been good, but did give up a 2-run home run to Freddie Freeman, which stinks.
Yeah, I think we're seeing this a lot. I think even in that Brewers game, I think it's Woodruff started today, but he had no hits through 6 or something like that too. Remember, I think it was last week. Remember when Kershaw had the perfect game going and got pulled? It's kind of crazy what's going on right now.
Well, we talked to Mark Brown from CamdenChat.com yesterday, and the O's were coming off a rare series victory over the Yankees, and I said, well, how are the Orioles able to keep these Yankees bats at bay for an entire series? And he said, shockingly, Baltimore has the 5th best ERA in baseball. They're giving up like 3 runs a game, basically. And he said they're scoring like 1.8 runs per game. So that's not good. But he said throughout Major League Baseball, there is a shortage on runs, a shortage on home runs to start this 2022 season. It'll probably correct itself, but as of right now, it sounds like pitching is winning the day.
For sure. Yeah, and it's always interesting, too, with baseball because you never know what kind of ball they're using, which is just an odd part of that sport. Is it the bouncy ball? Is it like the dead ball? And I mean, I don't know if that plays into it. Maybe just pitchers are awesome right now. I mean, there's a lot going on.
Watch out for bad news because Nick Castellanos hit a home run, and his home runs seem to find themselves with terrible stories. So look out for that. But he went yard today. Phillies with a 3-2 lead over the Colorado Rockies as they play in the 5th inning. Let's see. Reds and Padres underway, no score in San Diego in the 1st. And that's what's going on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Dubuck.
Yeah, someone must have been making an apology for
somewhere. Somebody's apologizing for something. All right. So let's talk about what, if anything, has stood out to you other than the I guess low amount of runs scored so far in these baseball games. What players, anything stood out to you, Patrick, this first week, almost 2 weeks into the season?
It's kind of, I guess it's, the Dodgers are playing the Braves, so it's kind of, in front of you, but I've kind of just liked how, Matt Olson immediately has been awesome for them. And even Freddie Freeman, I thought it was fun. He hit a home run in his first at bat. It's just kind of, fun to see them go back and forth. I think he made the last out, too, in one of the games. So.
Yeah, Kenley Jansen getting the save for the Braves against Freddie Freeman.
Right, yeah.
Weird stuff.
Yep, for sure.
And look, the Mets without DeGrom have gotten off to a great start this season. And I expect them to fade in traditional Mets fashion, but they are 9-3. They have the most wins in baseball right now.
Yeah, it's kind of fun, especially like you said, without DeGrom being able to do that is pretty great. I mean, and they also just threw a ton of money at this team too. So I mean, it seems like that ownership's just going for it, and obviously this is a good start for that.
As we said last week, and I think we'll continue to say, the White Sox, even though they're having a rough Wednesday, they should be able to win that Central. I mean, nobody has really stood out to this point, right? I mean,
right.
Minnesota has some big names, some big bobbers in the lineup, although I think Byron Buxton got hurt,
He's
right?
hurt again.
So that's kind of been his MO. So that division seems to be one that's going to be won by the White Sox. How about the AL East right now? You have 4 teams with 6 wins, and then you have the Orioles, which just spoiled the Yankees weekend. So they'll try to play spoiler all year. And these other teams, there was a lot of, I don't know if it's Fangraphs, whoever puts out these predictions, that had Malcolm Gray, Red Sox fan, was telling me, had like at the end of the year 4 teams tied at the top of the AL East, and I could see that. That's how it is right now. Right. I could see it happening at the end.
It's just a ridiculous division. I mean, you look at all those teams. The Rays are consistently awesome. Obviously, Red Sox, Yankees, but even the Blue Jays. And that's a really fun lineup too. I mean, they're going to give up some runs, but man, they're going to score some runs too.
Very early on, but you have 4 teams in the AL West with a winning record at this point. Who stands tall at the end? Is it the Astros or is it somebody else? Is it Oakland with the lowest payroll in baseball?
And that's wild to me. There's no way they stick around. I guess it's hard to pick against the Astros, but I think I saw Altuve's on the injured list now. I mean, they're struggling a little bit. Obviously, losing Carlos Correa is huge for that.
Every year I pick the Angels to make the playoffs, and maybe this will be the year. It's just still mind-boggling that the 2 best players in baseball can't win a playoff series, a game, much less a series. So.
Yeah, they can't even get there.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe this will be the year for the Angels. Looking at the NL, Braves are struggling to start the year. Same record as Chandler's Nats right now, and the Mets are owning the NL East very early on. We'll see if that changes. In the Central, kind of the teams we thought we'd see at the top with the Cardinals and Brewers, although the Cubs, with their who in the world are these guys line up playing some decent baseball. Suzuki has been huge for them early.
Yeah, definitely sneaky good. And Suzuki, I mean, I was looking him up the other day. I didn't realize how talented he was over in Japan. He won batting titles. He hit 30, 40 homers. I mean, this is a real life professional coming in, and he's not a rookie essentially. I mean, he's faced some great pitching before.
And maybe the surprise of baseball throughout these first couple of weeks, the Colorado Rockies are 8-3. And they have the same record as the Dodgers out west. I don't think that's sustainable for Colorado, but we're definitely going to see the Dodgers. The Giants are 7-4. The Padres are 8-5. So you got a lot of teams with a winning record out west right now.
Yeah, and the Giants are interesting to me because they're right in it right now. But I think everything had to go great for them last year for it to work, and I don't know if they can replicate that again. But that's another division that's just crazy good.
Looking around Major League Baseball, and that's what's going on, and we'll keep you up to date. We had a Dodgers home run while we were talking there, so it is now 3-0. LA over Atlanta as Freddie Freeman bloops one into left field for a single. All right, let's talk some Pirate baseball, Patrick, and the Pirates on a roll right now. Took 3 on the road at UCF, came back home last night and looked good in an 8-2 victory over UNCW. And where to start? Pitching, hitting, because it was both working last night for ECU.
Yeah, and it's really been working for a while for them. I mean, the lineup is just, essentially 1 through 9, just getting hits all over the place, putting together big innings. I think they scored, 4 or 5 innings yesterday, multiple runs. I mean, it's just a tough out right now, everywhere up and down the lineup. And, we were talking with, Coach Godwin afterward, and what this offensive surge has allowed them to do was, kind of rest a lot of those bullpen arms. Against UCF, they pitched 2 guys, Thursday and Friday. And a lot of these guys are sharper. Yesterday, Ben Newton, we talked to him, the catcher, and he was saying he noticed that, some of these arms, a lot of the stuff's more crisp. So I think that's kind of unique because, in the first half of the season, they really relied on just a few arms to kind of, piecemeal some games together.
How about in the lineup, your small sample size of watching Pirate baseball, which has been this year? Who have you enjoyed watching play? Who's coming on these last few weeks? Who right now is locked in at the plate?
I would say Alec Makarevich. That dude he's locked in right now. He's, I think, leading the team in homers, but he just always seems to come up with some sort of extra base hit or some big hit. And he's not like, you look at it, he's not going to, hit 30 home runs or 15 home runs. But he's just been really good. And obviously, Lane Hoover, too. He's just an on-base machine. I mean, that's all that dude does is get on base. So he's been fun to watch as well. But I just noticed Makarevich and just how he just seems to come up with a big hit.
And Bryson Worrell had 1 hit last night, had a tremendous weekend in Orlando. He was the American Player of the Week for his exploits. I think he had 2 homers, a triple, 4 singles, if I remember correctly. We owed him a lot of spins on the Tilt-A-Whirl earlier this week on the show. But it just, man, if he and Moylan and those, if they ever, and right now they're in a very good spot the way they're hitting, but it kind of teases you, right? If they could piece this together, this is that top 25 baseball team we thought they'd be heading into the year, at least offensively.
For sure. And where Worrell's doing this is from like the 6 or 7 spot in the order. And I mean, if you can get production out of, a batter down there, I mean, oh my goodness, this is definitely a lineup, like you said, that you could definitely see, when things are going well, this is very, very tough to pitch to.
Might be some stress on the arms for East Carolina this week if Jake Kuchmaner is unable to go. It'll be probably Ryder Giles on Friday as he has put himself into that Friday role for the Pirates. And then we have seen Groves and Hunter and those guys start. Maybe Cliff Godwin goes that route. But Cooch, if anybody has eaten up some innings this year outside of Giles, it's been Jake Kuchmaner. So you hope he's able to return and get back into that rotation soon.
Yeah, from what it sounds like, he's kind of day to day, and we might not see him pitch this weekend, but it sounds like at worst case he'll be back in the mix the following weekend. But I mean, at this moment, it probably came at the best time because, like I said, the pitching staff has largely been able to rest, and you can most guys are fresh right now. And yeah, maybe Jake Hunter slides into a Sunday again because he looked pretty good doing it. His most recent start, and he's been great out of the bullpen too. So maybe he's kind of found his groove.
Yeah, and you're starting to see guys do exactly that. Carter Spivey last night comes to mind. CJ Mayhew finally pitching like the guy we're used to seeing previous years. Got off to a bit of a rocky start this year, but he's found a nice home with that 2-inning midweek start that he's been able to do the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, for sure. And I feel like every time a right-handed batter, faces him, they have no chance. They look
that's strange,
so
right?
Yeah.
Usually it's the lefty-lefty matchup you want as a pitcher. He just dominates right-handers.
He does. I think it's just the way, I don't know what he throws, a slider, a slurve, or whatever it is, just the way that thing breaks toward their back foot. All these hitters, what is that? And it's really cool to see when he's on because he is that dominant.
Saw Garrett Saylor go extended innings last night for East Carolina, and what a job they did down in Florida, Patrick, to only throw 2 on Thursday, 2 Friday, 4 pitchers used on Saturday, and then last night for a midweek game to go 4 pitchers, and they threw 109 pitches as a team compared to Wilmington, who I think was in the upper 170s. I read it earlier in the show. But it just kind of shows you how economical they're being on the mound right now.
Yeah, and I think it was Spivey. What was it, 13 pitches to get 7 outs? I mean, that's literally unheard of. I mean, he was very efficient. And, on the flip side, UNC Wilmington, they walked 9 batters. They were all over the place. They couldn't find the plate.
All right, so it'll be East Carolina and Tulane coming up this weekend on the road. And all those games available on ESPN Plus if you want to watch the Pirates take on the Green Wave in a big series. I like that East Carolina went into last week chasing UCF down in the standings, and I kind of like the Tulane's right up there near the top with them in the American this weekend. I feel like we need something. We need a carrot at the end of the stick in front of us, and for East Carolina to be hungry and playing like they are right now should be a great series coming up.
Oh yeah, and you mentioned carrot. I think just the way that this team played for the first half of the year is enough of incentive to keep going. And also, I mean, they really had when Zach Agnos was talking to us about entering conference play, saying it's a fresh slate. I mean, it truly seems like this team kind of took that to heart and said, all right, let's take over here. And what are they, 7-2 so far? So I mean, they're definitely playing great, and yeah, maybe this is an incentive to say, let's expand our lead more.
We have certainly seen it before. East Carolina get into conference play and just turn into a machine, and that has been the case so far this year with their great start. Patrick, we are a week and a day away from the NFL draft. Bears do not have a first-round pick?
Correct.
Okay. They have a second-round pick?
I think they have 2.
Okay. So, first pick coming 39th overall for Chicago. They also have the 48th selection. Maybe you could package those and move into late first round. But what do the Chicago Bears want to do in this year's draft?
I think so. That's an interesting, thing if they want to move up. But right now, I think they just need bodies. So maybe I kind of like just having 2 picks in the second round. I mean, they need some help on the offensive line. They need some serious receiver help. They kind of need a lot.
No more Allen Robinson, right?
Correct.
Who are their receivers right now? Oh, you got is it Tulane? Is it
Darnell Mooney?
Mooney.
Yeah. So he's their number 1, and I think they want to figure out if he is a true number 1 or just kind of a guy. But other than that, I mean, it's really slim pickings, so they need some help.
And I don't know, is this like a waste year? Are they in rebuild mode? And if so, that kind of stinks that you're going to waste another year of Justin Fields, right?
Right.
So,
yeah, they're in a kind of a tough spot because you don't totally want to blow it up because if you look at all the successful teams, you do that when your good quarterback is on that rookie contract, so you can spend money elsewhere. Mm-hmm. It would stink to just, hey, paying this guy nothing and we're also terrible.
And just not much there around him right now.
Right.
So, that's how about let's see, who's taking a quarterback? Did the Lions go quarterback in this year's draft? Are you going to ride with Jared Goff?
I think you got to take a quarterback.
They are second overall.
Yeah, but that's the thing, too. Is there a quarterback, projected high enough or worth a second overall pick?
Well, and that's a good question. Tony Dunn, County Cat Chronicles, comes in on Friday. We talk Panthers and NFL, and he's to the point now where who cares where a guy's projected. If it's your guy, if you want him, just take him and live with it. The Lions have had a terrible history of taking, guys like that. Joey Harrington comes to mind at the quarterback position, but they've taken a ton of bad receivers. Megatron worked out for him. Stafford eventually worked out at quarterback for him. But I don't know if they're the team, because Jacksonville's not going to take one. Houston could take one at 3, or they could see what they have in Davis Mills. The Jets aren't going to take one. The Giants are in an interesting spot because I don't think Daniel Jones is the answer, but they might ride with him another year, which leaves the Panthers at 6 in a pretty good spot if they do want a quarterback. And the question is, are teams going to move up and jump up ahead of Carolina at 6 to take a quarterback? So I feel like there are, and maybe it's because I have not dove into the mocks as much as I usually have in years past, but I feel like there are a lot of questions on this year's draft. There's not a lot of firm answers on who's going where and when they're going.
Right. Yeah. Well, same thing. I've heard too. It's like no one's really, sold on all these quarterbacks. But of course, some are going to work out and some are not. And also, I've seen like 5 different players as the top overall pick. Yeah. There's like really no consensus in this draft of like, yep, this is the guy.
Yeah, going to be interesting to see next Thursday night what happens in the NFL draft. All right, anything else? What else you following, Patrick? You USFL, golf? Watch any of that stuff?
Not really. I guess I followed a tiny bit of golf during the Masters, but it's just weird too. And like your most pristine or premier tournaments, like so early on, and then it's like, all right. I mean, you got some other majors and stuff, but I don't know. It's just odd, All
right, so you're all baseball,
pretty much at this point.
And one last check at the White Sox before we let you go. See if it's gotten any better. Dodgers turn a double play, and they are cruising right now over Atlanta in the 6th inning, 3-0 that score, and the Guardians lead the White Sox 10-1.
No better.
Those freaking Rockies, man, they take the lead over the Phillies 4-3. They are playing some great baseball early on. Mackenzie Gore, I believe, getting the start today for the Padres. He is a Whiteville native, Chandler, East Carolina commit, but went right to the bigs, and Gore has allowed 1 hit in 2 innings and struck out 3 as San Diego and Cincinnati are scoreless. So we'll keep you up to date on Mackenzie Gore's second start. Pitched good against the Braves last week, but ended up losing that game. We'll see if we can get his first Major League win today. All right, Patrick, thanks for hanging out, man. Well, what you got going on this weekend?
Yeah, just kind of watch some baseball and really follow that Tulane series because it'll be important and pretty good.
You heading to Raleigh next Tuesday?
Yep, yeah, I'll be there for NC State.
All right, and we'll see you back at Clark LeClaire next weekend.
Yeah, sounds good.
Patrick Mason, Daily Reflector, hanging out here with us on a Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. We'll take a timeout, come back, wrap up hour number 2, and get you set for hour 3. Bryce Williams joins us. We'll talk some football, Pirate Radio Outdoors, and more in hour 3 of today's show. More to go on Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers in Greenville, plus the all-new Tiebreakers in Winterville do real burgers better than anybody. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, real burgers at its best.
Everybody loves burgers.
The Wood Ducks are back at Granger Stadium this upcoming week versus the Carolina Mudcats, April 26th through the 30th. Join us for Thirsty Thursdays with $1 Natty Lights, Friday night post-game fireworks, Saturday giveaway of a 5th season pint glass, and $1 Bring Your Dog to the Ballpark on Sunday. Go online to get your tickets in advance at woodducksbaseball.com or at the box office the day of the game. Hope to see you at Granger Stadium all weekend cheering on the Wood Ducks. Go Woodies!
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
This is Mark Washington with Max Sports Performance at Max Fitness. Our facility has reopened and is following all safety protocols. The best thing you can do to strengthen your immune system is, of course, to work out and exercise on a regular basis. I can assist you as your performance coach. You can also enjoy the benefits of a private facility. Avoid the crowds and work out at Max Fitness. Now is the time to get healthy. Max Fitness, just off Highway 43 in the old Ace Hardware building behind Speedway in Greenville. Call me, Mark Washington, 902-4877.
When I need jeans, I order online because I know exactly what I want. They have just one moving part, and if there's something wrong, I exchange them. Buying a vehicle, especially pre-owned, is way different. Lots of moving parts. You don't want to get stuck. For a worry-free purchase, visit Phelps Chevrolet. We've been here in town a very long time. You know us. You know we stand behind everything we sell. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Come get you one.
UBE and PirateWear.com is excited to offer Pirate Nation the largest selection of new ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates in to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking uptown in Greenville. Visit them at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Holt Nailers for my friends at Arc Point Labs. Just as I trust my teammates, you can trust Arc Point Labs to give you quick and accurate results for all your laboratory testing needs. If you are in need of COVID testing for your return to school, work, or for travel, Arc Point Labs is offering same-day PCR and antigen testing with little to no wait time. Please visit any of the 6 Eastern North Carolina Arc Point Labs locations or make an appointment now at onehourcovidresults.com. Go Pirates!
I'm gonna play some kickball.
Let's go!
Robbie's Clubhouse invites you to play a little kickball on Saturday, April 23rd from 9 a.m. until 2 p.m. at the Sarah Law Softball Fields located on Reedy Branch Road in Winterville. The event is open to everyone of all ages. Come join the fun while helping the special needs community by joining us in some friendly kickball to benefit Robbie's Clubhouse on Saturday, April 23rd.
This is ECU head baseball coach Cliff Godwin, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
This hour of PRL is brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash. Come experience the difference at Tommy's. Now open at the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road. Doesn't your car deserve it? Visit Tommy's Express Car Wash today. Now back to the show.
Welcome back. You work hard for your money. At Carolina Wealth Management, we believe that your money should work hard for you. Do you know if it is? To learn more about your investment portfolio, go to mycarolinawealth.com to schedule a free consultation. That's mycarolinawealth.com. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip Brock.
Alrighty, back with you here on Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday. Guardians have added a run. They're up 11-1 on the White Sox. It is Dodgers 3, Braves nothing in the 6th inning. The Colorado Rockies have scored 2. It's been a lot of C.J. Cron this year as he singles in Charlie Blackmon. Cron on the year hitting .326 right now for Colorado. Hit a big 3-run homer last night when the Rockies were trailing the Phillies. And Colorado right now, if they win, will tie the Mets for the most wins in all of baseball. They're up 4-3 in the 6th inning. Couple scores there on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by the Bug. Our Bud Light ECU report. We've talked a lot of Pirate baseball this hour. Johnny says the Tulane TV guys last night indicated their Friday starter Grant Siegel probably won't play this weekend due to a minor arm strain. We'll definitely talk about that coming up Thursday with the voice of the Green Wave, Corey Glore. Mentioned it with Scooter. Going to be a lot of fun this weekend down in New Orleans, Chandler, because how about the Pelicans getting a win last night?
The Pels. Congrats to Todd Graffinini.
In fact, Shirley, let's talk a little NBA playoffs. Can you get me in the mood with the NBA playoff song? No, stop. Get me in the mood.
Basketball is a lot of fun, and it's even more fun when the pros are in the playoffs. Sometimes the guys do dunks, and sometimes they make really cool 3 shots. The games are really close a lot, and they're on all the time, like every night, so you can watch them. Basketball is like football, but they try to shoot the ball in a hoop instead of a touchdown. I like basketball. I really like basketball in the playoffs. Basketball is really cool. Let's talk about cool playoff basketball in the sports bar. This is not the sports bar. It used to be where I would run that song once a day during the NBA playoffs. In fact, Shirley, I've got...
the sports bar would be going off in about 8 minutes now.
That is true. Handing over the reins to Live at 5, Troy D. See if you can find in the sports bar folder, Shirley, TNT, maybe NBA on TNT with words, because I did do a second version of this playoff song with the T. I don't think it's as good. This is a classic. This is my Stairway to Heaven. The other one's more of a I don't know, Ramble On, or trying to think of another Led Zeppelin song. Communication Breakdown.
NBA on TNT?
NBA on TNT with words? Does it say that?
Hold on.
Sports bar folder? Check that out.
Yeah. Sports bar.
You got it? All right.
With Clip Brock.
Let's hear that one real quick.
All right, hang on.
I like basketball a lot. I like basketball a lot. I like basketball. I really like basketball. Three shots. It's probably my top 3 favorite sport. Nice bounce pass. I like it even more in the playoff heat. And even more than that in the conference finals. Spurs and Thunder and Pacers and Heat. Cool, coach. I can't contain my excitement level. Mid-range jump throw. Conference finals basketball heat. Sports bar basketball slam dunk shot. Talking basketball. Good substitution. That's all for the song music. All right, there you go.
All for the song music.
That is the remix, Chandler.
Nice dunk shot.
Had a lot of great terms in there for people that don't understand the game, to help them learn the game that Dr. James Naismith once invented all those years ago.
With a ball and a basket.
Have you ever seen that video of James Naismith dunking? Like he did like a dunk contest?
No.
It doesn't exist, but
I didn't think so.
The thought of it is kind of cool, right? Like this old man,
Mama,
out there.
There goes that man. It's over, ladies and gentlemen.
He invented the Vince Carter.
It's over, ladies and gentlemen. It's over.
Old chap.
You old chap. You just got dunked on, no cap.
I delivered the facial on you, and things are getting litty in the city.
You've just been posterized.
Put that on a poster.
Last night, we saw an 8 seed beat a 1 seed, and that was the Pelicans knocking off the Suns 125-114. What's up with Book?
What's up?
With Book Chandler. He's likely out the next 2 games, according to sources on ESPN.com.
You know, because
guess what? Those games are in New Orleans.
Oh, boy. Oh, geez.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, geez.
Mm-hmm.
But look, we're always looking for a kind of like a Donovan Mitchell and a Jamal Murray that we saw a few years ago. Those guys that a lot of these young guys that just blow it up in the playoffs. And Devin Booker's still a guy that's very young and can, at any point he could put up a 50 burger. And so I feel like for the Suns to have any sort of success, which they have a lot of talent on that team, they're going to have Devin Booker on the floor, and to have him out for potentially the next 2 games. And those 2 games that you just informed me are going to be in New Orleans, so that is tough. And they're going to need to get Booker back very soon.
We saw another number 1 seed not get beat last night, and that would be the Miami Heat, who knocked off the Hawks 115-105. They have a 2-0 series lead as that one moves to Atlanta. And the Grizzlies bounce back, as we thought they would, 124-96 over the Timberwolves. So that series now tied at 1 game apiece. Ja Morant, a rebound shy of a triple-double, had 23, 9, and 10 last night. And back to the Pelicans real quick. Talk about young stars trying to make a name for themselves in the postseason. Oh, Brandon Ingram, 37, 11 rebounds, 9 assists last night.
K-Town, stand up.
That's a big one for Brandon Ingram, the Kinston native. Jimmy Butler at 45
and the Heat, their win. So seeing some huge individual performances in these games.
It's good that Jimmy Butler is actually getting along with everybody right now.
He basically said his coach won't bleep in the middle of a game earlier this year. And I guess that worked out for him because he went off last night. Nets Celtics tonight, all the headlines. And look, this ended on a last-second shot in Game 1. Jason Tatum scoring and Boston getting the win over the Nets. All the headlines were about Kyrie Irving and him giving the bird to the angry Celtics fans. So there will be a lot more of that coming up tonight. There was a F Kyrie chant going on at Fenway Park. So this has stretched out to other sports in the Boston area. Nets Celtics tonight, 7 o'clock, game 2 of that series.
This is reminding me of last year, Clip Rock, with Trae Young. You remember how much the New York faithful hated him last year? It's kind of like it's a similar situation with Kyrie and the Boston faithful, but now he was once a Celtic, so that kind of ties into that too. But not helping that he's flipping the bird to the fans and mocking them on the courts.
I'm not a Kyrie fan, but I do, and he's not an underdog, but he is a villain. I think I might root for the villain here and root for Durant and Kyrie. I don't know. It feels dirty rooting for those guys.
Very dirty.
Yeah.
I feel dirty just by you saying it.
Well, go take a shower, use some deodorant, and rejoin me and see how you feel. I don't know.
I can't believe a fat and stinky dude just told me to take a shower.
You want to be like me, son?
No, I don't.
I'm putting off this stink so you know how not to act in that flannel shirt.
Lessons.
8 o'clock tonight, 76ers at Raptors. Clip Brock's NBA playoff pick of the night, Raptors money line. I like the Raptors to win Game 3 tonight and make that a 2-1 series. And the Bulls play the Bucks coming up on at 9:30 on TNT. That's coming up tonight in Milwaukee. Bucks lead that series 1-0. And this has been your NBA playoff report, which I'm still not into.
On the what?
The Hornets have still soured me so much that I really can't get into this. And last night, instead of watching the playoffs while I was following ECU baseball, I finished watching The Batman.
The Batman?
Yeah. See if Bryce Williams is in the superhero movies. I'm going to say he's not, but we will ask him.
Well, I don't know. I watched Superman when I was a little boy, but that's about it. Jay tried to get me to watch the Batman movie. I said, Jay, that's 3.5 hours long.
You know how much fishing I could do?
I go out there and fish for 3.5 hours.
Yeah, it was a long movie. My God. But it was good. It was not my favorite Batman movie I've ever seen, but it was up there. All right, we'll take a break. Come back.
Where was those scores and scheduled NBA games on? What was that on?
Who was it brought to you by?
Yeah, well, it was on some scoreboard.
Yeah.
It is brought to you by something.
Well, see, Chandler, there's a place down Bells Fork area.
Uh-huh.
That you go if you like great music, live music, DJs.
Yeah.
Maybe a little karaoke.
Live music tonight, by the way.
10 o'clock. And its full title is the Buccaneer Music Hall. But
it's brought to you by...
I like to shorten that up because I like to give nicknames. I like to call it Da Buck.
And then I like to repeat you right after you say that and say Da Buck.
Okay. Thank you to the Buccaneer Music Hall for sponsoring our scoreboard. The Dodgers add another one on an RBI triple. It is now 4-0 LA over Atlanta as they play in the 6th inning. Let's take a timeout. Come back. Hour 3, Pirate Radio Live on the way. Shirley, I want to replay the audio of the guy in the USFL that got cut because he didn't want to eat chicken salad. I want to relive that story with Bryce Williams. And talk more football, Pirate Radio Outdoors, and make you a winner. It's all ahead on Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
In studio with Jeff Stein from Brown & Wood. What's new, Jeff?
For service, we're doing touchless pickup and drop-offs. So when you pull your vehicle in, we greet you at the car and open the door for you, but we're putting plastic on the seats. We're having a steering wheel cover put on. We even have shift knob covers now this year. And then we have the customer actually drop the key in a baggie, and they're the next one to touch that key when it comes out of the baggie when they pick up their vehicle. So just want to make sure we take care of the customers that voted us number one.
Brown & Wood, your number one dealership in Greenville and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
The celebration is on. Save the date for Saturday, May 14th as the town of Farmville celebrates 150 years with a Black Tie Gala from 7 to 11 p.m. Music will be provided by the Raheem Walker Project and dinner will be served. Tickets are $75 per person or $650 for a reserved table for 8. All proceeds benefit the Farmville Chamber of Commerce, and to purchase tickets, call 753-4671. Save the date and enjoy a night out on the town at the Farmville Black Tie Gala Saturday, May 14th.
Your power's out. There's a water leak. What do? For these and other utility-related emergencies, you need service and you want it fast. There are 2 things you can do to get the quickest response if you're a GUC customer. First, you can call the hotline at 1-855-767-2482 and report any utility-related emergency. That number is also on GUC.com. Or second, you can give GUC your phone number. The hotline process is quickest when their account records have your current phone number. Service you can count on. Greenville Utilities.
At US Cellular, we know you have a choice of wireless carriers. And while the other guys may limit your choice of free phones, at US Cellular, you can choose any phone from any brand for free. Plus, get unlimited data for just $30 a month with 4 lines. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Pirate fans, the 2022 football season is going to be one for the record books. East Carolina is coming off a 7-win bowl season, and 2022 is shaping up to be even better. The Pirates need you to pack Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium this fall with a great home slate that includes in-state rival North Carolina State. The American Conference schedule features home games against UCF, Memphis, Houston, and Navy. Season tickets are on sale for as low as $125. Get your tickets today by visiting ECUPirates.com.
Pirate fans, get ready for a winning season and team up with Quality Equipment, your local John Deere dealer and proud sponsor of the ECU Pirates. When you do business with us, you'll get things done right. We're proud to offer a large selection of new and used John Deere equipment, a fully stocked parts department, and a highly trained staff who is here to support you throughout the life of your equipment. So get quality done right before every ECU game day and visit QualityEquip.com.
It's bow time. Yep, it's eating time again. Now you could unload groceries, chop, dice, mince, preheat, heat, slap around the smoke detector, and then celebrate with a big old pile of dishes. But if you're tired of cooking, or tired of sorta cooking, it's time to feed the whole family with Bojangles Fried Chicken Family Meal. With Bojangles' famous chicken, fixins, biscuits, and tea, you can forget the cookbook and spend some well-earned quality time with a delicious dinner from Bojangles. It's bow time.
Hey Pirate fans, Derek Pizzeni from Carolina Wealth Management. Are you a fiduciary? That's a question every investor should ask their advisor. A fiduciary is an individual who acts in the best interest of a particular person or beneficiary. Is your advisor a fiduciary? You should know it's your money. At Carolina Wealth Management, we do things differently from other investment firms. To learn more about the benefits of working with a fiduciary advisor, visit mycarolinawealth.com. That's mycarolinawealth.com.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Live well, move more, and hurt less with Kinetic Physical Therapy. If you're recovering from an injury, getting back into sports, dealing with everyday pain or fatigue, the Kinetic Physical Therapy can help you get back on track and live well. Kinetic has nationally certified therapists for physical, occupational, speech, and massage therapy, all in a state-of-the-art facility on Arlington Boulevard in Greenville. Visit kineticptgreenville.com for more information. Now let's head back into Pirate Radio Live. Here's Clip Brock.
Alrighty, back with you here, hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. Stay tuned. We'll make you a winner. Open up the booty bag coming up later on in this hour. Shirley Rhodes, Chandler Honeycutt, and joining me to my left, Bryce Williams, Slim 80, former East Carolina tight end, joins us today on Pirate Radio Live. Bryce, how you doing, man?
I'm good. How are y'all doing?
Doing fantastic.
Good.
What's new in your world?
Not a whole lot. Hunting, getting ready for a wedding, and
your wedding.
My wedding.
When is your wedding?
May 7th.
My goodness.
Yeah.
We're talking like
down to the wire.
My goodness. So where is your wedding going to be?
Emerald Isle.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And this is not an invite-only wedding. Anybody can show up, right?
Anybody.
One of those rare, hey, if you're in town, just come on over.
Come on.
So where are you going on your honeymoon? Do we know that yet?
We're going in August. We're going to St. Lucia.
Oh, so you're not going till August?
Yep.
The Wednesday after you get married, can you and Anna come in here with the get-up that y'all had, and we'll get you married on Pirate Radio?
Oh, like in their full wedding attire?
Her and her dress, him and his
tuxedo. I can't promise that.
Yeah, it's a good man. Don't make promises you can't keep.
Yeah,
that ain't happening. But good on you for asking.
I can maybe mention to get her in here, but I don't know if it's going to be in her dress.
How much input did you have on the? I'll be honest. I don't love a wedding. I love a reception.
Yeah.
So what's the reception plan for this thing?
Beer.
Just
got a band.
Good food. We have a band. We're gonna have obviously beer, wine, liquor, all that stuff.
Boy,
what's on the menu?
Yeah. I think it's some. I
so
don't
that
know.
is not your decision.
I don't remember. I remember trying it. We had a tasting, and I remember trying it. It was good. It's some.
Oh, so you did this a while back.
Some chicken, some type of chicken.
All right,
and some type of red meat, I think, or something like that.
What notable former Pirates are going to be at this wedding?
Shane, CJ, JT, Stewart, Jake. I wish Grove could come, but he's just had a kid in February. So, obviously, that's the issue there. Who else is coming? Pretty much everybody I play with. That was kind of in my
that's cool
circle. Yeah,
good deal.
Yeah.
All right, so wedding bells coming up. Believe it or not, in about 2.5 weeks for Bryce Williams.
Mm-hmm.
You, I don't know. Does it feel like you feel any different right now?
Not different, but when I think about how close it is kind of like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like, it's like 2 weeks away. I remember, like, last February, it was, not this past, but, 2021, it was proposal and all that. Oh, we got a year. Cool. Let's enjoy it. And then it's like, whoa. I mean, it's like, it's kind of smacking me in the face. But,
and it seems like there's so much build up to it and so much you got to do. And it's it's frantic. You can't really enjoy and the best part is when you say I do and you get the kiss and then you walk down and then then it's time for fun.
Mm-hmm.
All the I don't know, the headaches are over.
Oh yeah. Well, the only thing I've ever had a headache over during this whole process is nothing, because I picked groomsmen. I picked out what flavor groom's cake I want, and
Bryce, what are your wedding colors?
The groomsmen I'll be wearing black and white. The groomsmen we're wearing this like champagne-ish color bow tie. We'll have the cummerbund, however you say it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's like champagne-ish. I think.
All right, I like it.
But yeah.
There is Bryce's wedding. If you have questions on Bryce's wedding, you can chime into Facebook Live or Twitter.
Yeah,
and we'll have the answers for you.
Q&A.
We need Glenn. We need Pirate Radio to document this and send it to HGT or not the HGTV. Chandler? Who puts on this stuff? Bravo, maybe Bravo.
E.
I can't hear you.
We're not good at reading lips.
TLC. Used to have like a baby story and a wedding story back in the day.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was going to say MTV, but that's definitely not.
That's more for like shotgun weddings.
Yeah.
This one's been planned out for a long time. All right. Sorry, I know this isn't your purview. Hey, what do you think about Chandler's flannel? It's been a lot of talk
Oh,
about
yeah.
it.
I meant to ask you about. I'll give you the full look during the break, but I thought that you would appreciate my look.
The flannel's nice. Yeah, I would say it is. Is it seasonal? It is. It's. I would maybe.
See, you're going the Troy D route. Troy D said in the comments.
Bryce is like,
that
what
it's
month is it?
That it's a winter thing.
Fall, winter,
fall.
But it's a little cool today. I mean, it's warmed up, but it was cold this morning.
You're not getting the answer from Bryce you wanted.
No, I do like the flannel. I do.
You're just very confused on wearing it
during the spring.
Yeah.
But
it's a spring flannel.
It's a spring flannel.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Bryce, I appreciate it.
I
man.
do like the flannel though.
All right, thank
the
you.
choice of year, maybe it could go.
Yeah.
But other than that,
But you know what? Chandler
I do like the
is.
flannel.
He's not a follower. He is a trend setter.
Exactly. What if things are flip flop now?
Yeah. What if I break out a bathing suit in December?
Exactly.
Then you're starting a trend. You're a
Exactly. Yep.
trendsetter.
That's what I want to do. Mike P says, after saying I do isn't when the fun begins. After taking photos is where the fun begins. Yeah, maybe you're right, Mike.
Yeah.
There's a lot of photos to be taken on wedding day.
Yeah. Hopefully, Anna, we just keep it straight to the point.
Well, good luck with that.
I know. I know.
Wishful thinking.
There might be more with us and her and I with our dogs than the wedding party.
Are they incorporated? Are the dogs walking the ring down the aisle?
No, they're not doing that. They'll be there just really for pictures. I could probably get Grady to sit still enough. And Sonny probably I bet they would sit still during the ceremony.
How long have you had those dogs, Bryce? You all right in there?
I'm sorry.
Is there a coyote? What was that? Someone's howling at the moon.
Did y'all hear that?
Yeah. It made Bryce stop talking.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought the mic was off. It must have been loud enough.
Anyway, what are we talking about? Oh, the dogs.
What'd you say?
How long have you had them?
We have had Grady's 3. Sonny is like 2.5. So it's
part of the family.
They really are. Yeah.
Redbeard says, "Don't do it, Bryce." That's too late. He's in.
I'm in too deep.
Yeah, might as well.
Deposits have been made. Rings have been bought.
How long? I'm sorry to get so into your personal life today. How long have you been with Anna? It's a long time, right?
June will be 7. Yeah, June will be 7 years. Yeah, we started dating pretty much June of going into my senior season, and she wasn't even enrolled at ECU. Oh, she was accepted in ECU, but she hadn't started her freshman year yet.
So that is a long relationship.
Yeah.
That's great, Bryce.
Yeah,
we're happy for you, man.
Thanks you.
All right, tell you what. Let's Shirley. Want to talk to Bryce about this. He was in and has bad memories from the AAF. Will one of these spring leagues survive? Much like flannel shirts, football is meant to be played in the fall and winter. But every now and then, you get a flannel league that pops up in the spring. And this time it's the USFL.
That's good.
And week 1 was just had. There was some controversy. How do you say it? Controversy?
Controversy.
There was some,
I like controversy.
There was some controversy regarding the Pittsburgh Maulers and their player, running back Davion Smith. We played this earlier in the week, but wanted to hit it again. So this is from a show called United by Football. They're trying to do their own version of Hard Knocks. And I think this ran before the kickoff of the first game on Saturday night. And I swear this feels to me like they are just trying to create some drama to get people talking. And if that's the case, it's worked. Because we've talked about this pretty much every day this week on the show, and we're about to talk about it with Bryce. Apparently, Smith, he knew the rules according to his coach, Kirby Wilson, and violated those disrespect rules because he didn't want to eat chicken salad. He wanted some pizza. And here's the video from United by Football from the USFL.
Well, he crossed the line. So we had to deal with it.
This is very difficult for me as a head coach, my first time, but we have a business. Okay, this is a business, and you're a businessman. We all are, because that's the nature of the beast right now. But when I first talked to you guys on March 22nd, I had a handbook. I covered some items that were very important to me. Line 46 addresses that. Any disrespect of football or members, staff, USFL, hotel, etc. would not be tolerated. And it's been brought to my attention that has occurred with you. So unfortunately, hear me out, unfortunately, cost of doing business, I'm going to have to let you go. Okay?
I didn't think I did anything or said anything disrespectful. I can tell you what happened exactly.
It's not important right now.
Right.
It's not important.
I don't know.
It's already happened.
Right.
It's already happened.
I didn't say anything disrespectful. He said, is that going to be a problem? I said, yes. That's it. And I walked away. I mean, I didn't think that was disrespectful. Me saying, yes, I don't eat chicken salad. And I was like, is there another option? Walked in with pizza, and I was like, can I get a slice of pizza? He said, no. I was like, he said, is that going to be a problem? I said, yes. That's all I said. I didn't say no cuss word, nothing. That's all I said. I promise you, no disrespectful on my dad's life. I promise you I didn't say nothing disrespectful besides yes.
And I appreciate you sharing that, but the matters, it's done. It's done. And I appreciate you sharing it. But good luck. Someone's feelings, hurt feelings, are a distant second to the greater good of the team. And we've moved on and turned that page, and I'm happy we did it.
All right, Bryce, there you go. Now, you watched this video before we went on the air, and you're kind of scratching your head like, so what did he do? What happened? How's this worth getting cut? So now there's been this huge back and forth. The Pittsburgh Maulers put out on Twitter that there was a lot of context missing from the hundreds of hours of film with this show, United by Football. It says Smith has violated 3 team rules in a 24-hour span. In this particular incident, he was disrespectful to a cafeteria worker, which was not captured on camera. So he has been released. It says Smith has subsequently reached out directly to Coach Wilson to apologize. Now Smith directly responds to this tweet and says, "What rules did I break? Now you're lying on my name. Say less." Say less. What in the world is this, Bryce? Is this just to get us talking? Is this really something that the coach believed that he has the right to release this guy because of a chicken salad pizza incident? I don't know.
Well, one, I never would have thought of having chicken salad as a team meal. So
yeah, why is that the option? That's a great point.
Like, one, that's odd in itself. From my experience, they'll come up with anything, pull out of their hind end
if they want to release you.
If they want to release you. I mean, that's what I got when I got released from Seattle. But that's a different story. That's very odd to me. You know, if all he said was yes, you know, I don't see why he would. Did they say they had a pizza? They had pizza? I think they said they had pizza, didn't they?
There was this pizza, but he was, for whatever reason, not allowed to have said pizza.
That's what's weird. Why are they going to have it out for the viewer, for the viewing, to not even be able to eat it? So that part's messed up anyway.
Good
so why
point.
are you going to have it out and not be able to serve it to a player? Most of the time, people in the cafeteria staff, from my experience, has been very, more than willing to say, hey, what would you like? What do you need?
Now, this is
all this.
This, I might have should have mentioned this too, Bryce. I didn't realize this till this weekend. They're playing every game in Birmingham. Every game is in either the old Legion Field Stadium in Birmingham or the new UAB Stadium. So all the teams, from what I gather, we talked to Nolan Knight, who covered the opener the other night, said every team is staying in the same hotel.
That's odd.
The whole thing is kind of weird, and they are just trying to, I think, piece together this first season and see how it goes. So I guess they're at a team they're all at one league hotel basically, and they don't have a lot of food options. It sounds like, I don't know.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
That's. I think it's a bunch. I think it's a crock. I mean, maybe he did. Maybe he said. Obviously, tone says a lot of stuff of. How he said yes. But I'm thinking, why would a cafeteria member, if there's pizza they see, not be able to, not say, no, you can't have it.
Yeah.
That just doesn't make any sense to me. I think it's ridiculous. I mean, it really is. Like I said, they'll come up with anything, any excuse to just get rid of somebody, I guess, without telling them the truth. Hey, you're not good enough. Hey, we got something better.
Could have been a case
whatever
of that.
it is. So I think it's foolish.
And unfortunately, they had some cool like drone angle stuff going during plays and stuff, but I guess they're not banking on people attending these games.
I was thinking that. See, what is that?
Now this is
the home game.
This is the opener for Birmingham, and there's a good crowd.
That's a decent crowd. But yeah, and then everybody else, it was on TV, and I'm like, I bet there's not 500 people in that stadium.
Like Houston is playing Michigan in Alabama. Hey, if you're a Houston or a Michigan native, why would you even root for this team when they're never even in front of you? You know what I'm saying? You never even get to see the team because they're in Birmingham all year. So it's a weird deal.
It definitely is weird. I mean, obviously, when it's kind of game of like spring scrimmages or fall scrimmages, you know, when there's no one in the stadium, it still is an exciting atmosphere. You know, like it's just you're in, you know, game mode and you're playing. It's still exciting because the guys are behind you and you make big plays and things like that. But it's like when you start doing games, you know, this professional league and you have 500 people in the stadium, it's like, oh, and here come whatever the Pittsburgh people are. And then, like, there's no noise.
Yeah, did they do intros and stuff?
I know.
Probably not.
I think it'd be worse to do. I'd rather not have an intro, you know, so I don't know. Will it last? I
would say rocky start. We'll see how it goes. I wish I could have found the video from. They had to move a game to Monday night, I guess, due to weather, and they had the kickoff. I swear you could hear the echo of the opening kickoff with like nobody in the stands. It was a weird deal.
It is. It was
ghost town.
Oh yeah, like it was a total. You know, going from the NFL and then went up to the AAF. I mean, you know, you're expecting that. You know, you're visualizing this one thing, and then you get put in this setting, and you're like, what the heck? Like, you know, I mean, we had like it was accommodating for for a league to be, you know, pulled out of thin air. You know, I think we were supposed to have the best setup as far as lodging. We stayed at some college in Arizona. I can't remember the name of it, but we like had our own space, and so that was nice. Our practice facility during training camp was in obviously San Antonio, but we got to practice at the Cardinals outside facility, you know, field and stuff. But as far as like the like treatments and like things outside of the practice, you're like, okay, I'm here just to play football. You know, literally, I'm just here to play football and, you know, get paid here and there. And, you know, it's kind of funny.
Yeah. I mean, these things just don't work, and we're starting to see a lot of reasons why that they haven't worked. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll go Pirate Radio Outdoors with Bryce Williams, see what he has been up to, and more to go on Pirate Radio Live. Back with you on a Wednesday after this.
There's nothing more important than protecting your family. Fire ants can cause painful allergic reactions and even death. Protect your loved ones at home where you should feel the safest. Visit pesttechofgreenville.com to learn of our once-a-year treatment to guarantee you stay fire ant free. Tested and proven effective by your Eastern North Carolina exterminating professionals at Pest Tech of Greenville. Mention the crying baby for an extra 10% off.
Hello, Eastern North Carolina. If you're looking for a great place to work with competitive pay and advancement opportunities, Pitt County Schools is hiring. We employ over 3,000 people, and we're one of the largest employers in Pitt County. Pitt County Schools is currently seeking teachers, bus drivers, school nutrition personnel, facility staff, custodians, clerical staff, and more. We offer advanced leadership opportunities for our educators and competitive pay for our skilled labor force. Come work for a diverse, thriving school system and be an important part of ensuring success for the students of Pitt County who are the future of Eastern North Carolina. To fill out an application, visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org, or go directly to our job postings at bit.ly/PCS employment. That's bit.ly/PCS employment. Pitt County Schools, engaging, empowering, and elevating every student and every staff member every single day.
Temperatures are in the low 30s at 10 a.m., increasing sharply to 75 degrees by 1 p.m., and then dropping into the teens by 10 p.m. So before you go to work, put on some gloves, pack some shorts, and a parka. That should cover you for the day.
Your heating and cooling take a beating. Guarantee your system is ready when you need it. Call Delcor. Buy a new train system and make no payments until 2023. It's hard to stop a train. With inflation and high gas prices, you don't need another payment. So buy this month and make no payments until 2023. Delcor, the service professionals.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Holt Nailers for my friends at Arc Point Labs. Just as I trust my teammates, you can trust Arc Point Labs to give you quick and accurate results for all your laboratory testing needs. If you are in need of COVID testing for your return to school, work, or for travel, Arc Point Labs is offering same-day PCR and antigen testing with little to no wait time. Please visit any of the 6 Eastern North Carolina Arc Point Labs locations or make an appointment now at onehourcovidresults.com. Go Pirates!
You've worked hard to make your business successful, and that's why it's really important to always have a bank in your corner when you need them. This is former ECU baseball player Ashley Capps from First Bank, and our experienced team of local bankers includes Lee Watson, Bonner Latham, Chris Richards, Josh Hooten, and Heath Nisbet. To get the business services that are right for your business today, come and see someone on our team at First Bank on Arlington Boulevard here in Greenville. First Bank, together with our customers, we're creating a world where individuals and communities thrive.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. Proud to be voted the Remodeler of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Raleigh-Wake County in 2018 and Best Business Commercial Remodel Project winner for 2020. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner.
Bring the bright, fresh colors of spring home during Bostic Sugg Furniture's signature Spring Styles event. A little style here, a little color there. Make any room come alive for less. We have so many beautiful ways to refresh your home at savings that look good in any season. Plus, 6 months special financing. Pamper yourself with a new Serta or Restonic mattress and enjoy 48 months special financing with no minimum purchase during the signature Spring Styles event on now at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
Pirate Radio.
I'll give you Blackbeard's honest opinion. You ask me, can this new captain promise you a life of prizes, plunder, and adventure? Aye.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. To get the business services that are right for your business today, contact the team of experienced local bankers at First Bank. The team includes bankers you can trust like Ashley Capps, Lee Watson, Bonner Latham, Chris Richards, Josh Hooten, and Heath Nisbet. First Bank, together with their customers, they're creating a world where individuals and communities thrive. First Bank on Arlington Boulevard in Greenville. And Clip, as we head back into the show, I have an update on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard brought to you by the Buck.
The Buck.
East Carolina softball is in action in Raleigh, taking on the Wolfpack. State leads East Carolina 2-0 in the top of the second inning.
Thank you for that update. Not a lot of winking going on lately. My eyes are dry.
Yeah.
Need some wins.
It's them allergies.
What is the Mackenzie Gore update?
Good question, Chandler. I'm so glad you asked. Mackenzie Gore, Whiteville native, committed to East Carolina, was drafted top 10. Was he third?
Third overall.
Third overall by the Padres. Making his second big league start, and the numbers are pretty good. He has allowed 3 hits in 4 1/3 innings, no runs, 7 strikeouts for Mackenzie Gore, and his Padres lead the Reds 2-0. He is in line for the win if this continues.
Whiteville, North Carolina, stand up, baby. Stand up.
Stand on up.
Stand up. Whiteville Wolfpack.
That it?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Mackenzie Gore. That's good stuff. Trying to get his first Major League win. All right, Bryce, let's go Pirate Radio Outdoors. Last Thursday, we talked to Brandon Manning, who said that his son was on Easter break, and they went out early morning Thursday looking at some turkeys. And I don't think he shot anything. Oh, he did say, damn, now I wish I had it in front of me. He did say you could shoot a hen. He heard what you said on Wednesday and said Bryce isn't exactly right on that. And now I can't remember how to correct you. So it means absolutely nothing to even bring this up. Dang, my fault.
Something about a hen and you can't shoot it in a certain season.
No, that's what Bryce said. Brandon said you could, and they went away with
If
that.
they're a bearded hen,
Yeah,
you can shoot a bearded hen.
Okay, so you knew that. Mm-hmm. Okay. You know what? I'm sorry I brought this up.
Yeah, they can be a bearded hen.
Tell us what you've been up to.
I've been in the woods trying to dang kill something. Those turkeys, I tell you, I'll get a man real high. I'll get them real low. Because in the first thing in the morning, I mean, they're fired up and they are gobbling. I mean, it's like, okay, we're in the right area, but you have no idea where that summer gun's gonna fly down from. Two, if there's other hens in the area, well then you just can't compete with nature. You know, you gotta. I guess the comparison could be is you got a blow up doll and you got a real woman.
All right. Thank you.
But that's the comparison I can come up with. I mean, when
you're going to probably take the real woman.
Well, yeah. So, I mean, unfortunately, that's what you're competing with. I think this time of year, I've been reading that, you got, as the hens start actually laying and, being in their nest more, that maybe the toms are more susceptible to being lonely and vulnerable and all right, I need to look for another mate. So I'm hoping that's going to be the case because, I mean, I haven't been skunked as far as like hearing birds, seeing birds. It's just a matter of trying to get them coming my way. I mean, I've tried what we call like the fly down cackle, which is kind of like, oh, a hen just flew down from this tree over here. Let me go check it out. I've tried that. Didn't seem to work. I don't know if I'm doing it right. Who knows? It's just a very frustrating animal to go after, at least in my neck of the woods. I mean, most of the time, if you can come across, some people got it easier than others, I think, as far as their land set up. I'm sitting there hunting a river bottom and just trying, there's creeks in the way of where I'm trying to get and yada, yada, yada. I feel like if you got an open field and you got hardwoods that border that and you own it, you just glass out in the field or kind of stay in the woods and most of the time they're going to come out in the dang field if it's close by. Well, I don't have any of the field, so I'm trying to be stealthy in the woods, and trying to be stealthy in the woods with the turkey is very hard because they have really great eyesight and obviously hearing and stuff. So, I mean, I'm gonna keep chugging along. Once my boat gets all finished, who knows? I got till May 7th, obviously the last day of the season. Well, May 7th, got a wedding,
it's a big day for you.
I pretty much have. Not this weekend because I'm going out of town this weekend. The next weekend and next week, and I'm going to try and do my best. But
so, what have you said, Anna? Look, I have struck out all season. I know it's wedding day, and I'm going to be there. I promise.
I'll be there.
But early morning, I got to go out one more time.
I got to go the last day.
Yeah.
How special would that be? For me, I get turkey on my wedding day.
This is your special day, but it's also my special turkey day.
Exactly. So,
and you could remember your anniversary that way too. I got it on the last day.
Yeah,
May 7th.
I may run that bar.
Yeah, I
may have a chance, Anna, if you're listening.
I don't know if I would do that one.
Yeah, it'd probably.
How about this? Get one before then. You want to worry about
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do my best.
Redbeard said today's show took an X-rated turn. That was just a good explanation by Bryce.
Yeah, hey, I mean,
it made me kind of sad because now not only are you trying to shoot this bird, you're kind of shooting a down on its luck bird that can't find a girl. He's out there by himself.
We're putting him out of misery.
Yeah, maybe so. Like, I can't find that hen I'm looking for. Just Gobble, gobble.
Oh, wait.
He sticks his neck out.
I think I hear her. Whammy! Yeah.
Put him out of his misery. Hannah Manning, wife of Brandon, said a bearded hen. I'm kind of remembering last week my conversation with Brandon. We were talking about the bearded lady at the circus. If you see a bearded hen out there in the wooded circus, you can shoot.
You're like, wait a second. You're rare.
Dude look like a lady.
Yeah.
So anyway, there's the hunting exploits. How about any fishing being done lately?
No fishing on my end so far, but I mean it's definitely the bonita are running offshore, off the beach and stuff. Inshore, I guess you could say. So I'd like to get out there and do that maybe one time next week. Jay's all itching to catch the bonita, and I am too. So things are popping off. Springtime's coming. Got turkeys that'll soon be over, but then fishing still on full force. So especially when I get my boat back, I'll be ready to go.
I saw a guy in a kayak with I guess it was a marlin.
Oh yeah, I might have seen that.
You see that video? And he had it in his hand.
Yeah.
And the title was, "What would you do in this scenario?"
I don't know, because I would assume he definitely,
my answer would be let it go, because there's nowhere to put it or nothing.
Right, he was probably waiting for a cool picture or something.
Yeah,
he definitely did. I don't think he kept it unless he was in some tournament. But he had to be going after the marlin, I would think. But that's unreal. I mean, that was a pretty good sized marlin, especially to be in a kayak. So,
you ever touch one of those things?
I've never touched one. I've seen them, but I've never touched one.
Yeah, I bet they could give you some hail if they wanted to.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah. All right, Bryce Williams joining us. All right, Bryce, something to think about during the break. This has been the question of the week. I was ready to retire it, but I want to bring it up one more time for Bryce Williams.
Uh-oh.
So we'll go with your ECU teammates. You got to have 3 different answers. Question 1: what ECU teammate would you have fist fight your enemy? Okay. So you're in a fight, but you don't want to damage your face because you got a wedding coming up. So you can choose one of your teammates to fight for you.
Okay.
Who would you take to fist fight your enemy? Question 2: do you have a sister?
No.
You don't have a sister. You don't have a daughter. Pretend you do. What teammate would you trust enough to marry an important woman in your life? Who would you trust with a sister, a daughter type figure in your life?
Okay.
So that's number 2. Number 3: what former teammate would you like to live with for a year?
Okay.
So who would be fun, but also
that's hard.
Have cleanliness.
That's going to be the hardest. Cleanliness is probably going to be what's going to be the deal breaker.
Okay. I know it takes you a while because you like to have thoughtful answers. So
yeah,
we're going to take a break and we're going to come back and you're going to have your answers.
I think I've got the cleanliness one.
Shirley, open up the booty bag for me here on a Wednesday.
Booty, 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 booty everywhere. Booty, 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 booty everywhere.
All right, 317-1250. What are we giving away today?
Large 2-topping pizza, courtesy of Domino's.
Get the door. It's Domino's. We'll give you one for free. Shirley, what caller are we looking for?
8.
Caller 8. And do we have good news on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by DeBuck?
DeBuck?
Because I'm doing some winking.
Huh?
I'm winking.
Okay, so I'm a little late because I haven't seen anything yet. I mean, we're playing 2-1.
What inning are you in?
Top of the second.
All right, I'm in the top of the second.
Wink, baby, wink.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
I got it.
ECU is taking the lead.
I got it 5-2 in Studio A here. So you got some good softball to watch in there, apparently.
Yeah.
All right, so there you go. All right, 317-1250. We're back with more Pirate Radio Live after this.
I can't think of anyone who doesn't love a clean car, but how often do you actually go to the car wash? Does it take too long, or maybe it's just not a very nice place? Tommy's Express changes everything. Our wash is bright, inviting, clean, and fast.
I love the flat conveyor belt. So easy to pull onto, much smoother ride, and safer for my car.
And when you join Tommy Club, you can wash as often as you like for one low monthly price.
I save money and time.
We're Tommy's Express.
At the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road, Greenville.
Hey Greenville, Bagel Man here with some exciting news. We are now open for dinner. This is the first time ever for dinner in our 33 years. Our entire menu is available, plus some new sandwiches like the roast beef cheddar, the Italian sub, and the meatball parm. You can also get French fries and home fries as a side for any of your sandwiches. Order online for pickup or delivery, and don't forget about our great catering. We're available 7 days a week. We can deliver or you can pick it up. Bagel Man here.
UBE and PirateWear.com is excited to offer Pirate Nation the largest selection of new ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates in to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking uptown in Greenville. Visit them at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
Before you hit the road this travel season, be sure to get your tires inspected by the tire guys at Greenville Auto World. The Greenville Auto World service team sells all the top brands and economy tires if you need a new set. Need an oil change, state inspection, or AC repair? Greenville Auto World can work on any type of vehicle, and the monthly oil change special is only $29.99. Make an appointment now by calling 364-8730. For award-winning service, trust Greenville Auto World.
The Dickinson Avenue Public House is a lively and diverse restaurant in Greenville that utilizes fresh and local ingredients. With influences of Creole, Asian, and upscale Southern cuisine, the Dickinson Avenue Public House offers a seasonally rotating menu and a full-service bar with rotating craft brews on tap. Come to the intersection of 8th and Dickinson and enjoy $1 off drafts on Tuesday, half-price flights on Wednesday, half-price wine bottles on Thursday, and $1 oysters Tuesday through Friday from 5:30 to 7. For more details, check out their website at daphousенc.com.
Experience next level adventure with Kawasaki Terex KRX 1000 sports side-by-sides featuring a combination of trail taming power, sporty performance, and rugged capability. Whichever Terex KRX 1000 model you choose, you'll experience the ability to take on the toughest trails with unmatched comfort and confidence. Kawasaki Terex KRX 1000, your world, your adventure. See them today at Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville.
The Wood Ducks are back at Granger Stadium this upcoming week versus the Carolina Mudcats, April 26th to the 30th. Join us for Thirsty Thursdays with $1 Natty Lights, Friday night post-game fireworks, Saturday giveaway of a 5th season pint glass, and $1 Bring Your Dog to the Ballpark on Sunday. Go online to get your tickets in advance at woodducksbaseball.com or at the box office the day of the game. Hope to see you at Granger Stadium all weekend cheering on the Wood Ducks. Go Woodies!
It's bow time. Yep, it's eating time again. Now you could unload groceries, chop, dice, mince, preheat, heat, slap around the smoke detector, and then celebrate with a big old pile of dishes. But if you're tired of cooking, or tired of sorta cooking, it's time to feed the whole family with Bojangles Fried Chicken Family Meal. With Bojangles' famous chicken, fixins, biscuits, and tea, you can forget the cookbook and spend some well-earned quality time with a delicious dinner from Bojangles. It's bow time.
This is retired ECU baseball player Charlie Yorgan, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Congratulations to Pam Odom of Winterville. Picked up a large 2-topping pizza courtesy of Domino's. Domino's of Greenville has 3 locations to take care of you every day. All 3 topping pizzas are only $7.99 each for carry out only. Order online today at Domino's.com. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is Clip Rock.
I was saying, mine, what do you do? What guy are you going to be?
That's a good question, Bryce, as we come back on the air. Mine. We're watching some baseball. Got to call, got to communicate. Bryce's question is, if you're both hollering mine, then what happens? You have an old collision out there.
What are you gonna do?
No, well,
You have a
it
mine
depends. It depends. Who are the two players? What
Well,
positions?
Shirley's right. So in this case, it is a foul ball. Catcher and third baseman are running after it. It's the third baseman.
It's third baseman has to call it off.
Yeah.
So the
Call
catcher, well, if you've got both of them
To answer your
yelling,
question,
the catcher
yeah.
has to stop. Third baseman takes
okay.
over at that
Yeah.
point. If he
And-
hollers mine, you're supposed to stop and let them take over.
What you do is you just say, no, mine. No, mine.
No mind.
No, it's mine.
If it's a ball going into the outfield,
What do you do then?
it's
Push him
it's
down
the
and
outfielder's
It's the
ball.
outfielder.
He's
if,
running
if,
in.
If an infielder is coming out
Yeah.
into the outfield because of the way they're running, so you've got an outfielder running toward the
Right.
ball, you've got an infielder running kind of backing up. At that point, if an outfielder yells, "I got it," the infielder is supposed to peel off.
Now, what about both outfielders, like the center and the right fielder?
Center fielder has
Center fielder
is
has
supposed to have the
supposed
say
to
on it.
supposed to have say.
Wow.
He
Yeah.
that he's the dominant force.
And that's
So there's
that's
some,
a safety issue. It's to avoid colliding with other players. Now, I saw one yesterday in the Yankees-Tigers game where there was a pop-up.
In the
pitcher,
infield? Yeah, I
pitcher
saw that.
catcher come out, and for some reason, the ball lands right in between them.
And usually the pitcher is like the last guy that's
Yeah,
supposed
the last
to try
guy-
to catch a
yeah.
ball.
You're not so-
if you're a pitcher, you duck out.
So there's
Yeah.
some.
There's a hierarchy there.
There it is. That's,
Yeah.
that's a good question though, and we got some answers for you.
Because I was going like, if there was no hierarchy, are you going to be the peeler offer, or are you going to be the go getter? Which one are you going to be?
Well, if I'm in the outfield, but usually when I play outfield, no matter which position I play, I have a hierarchy because if I yell mine,
You better get out of the way.
out of my way.
You better.
Just because I'm like a freight train, I'm running full speed, and I have
off the
no
tracks.
my peripheral vision is get out of my way. If I call it, get out of my way.
Hey, now I know. If me and
Otherwise, I'll
Shirley
truck you.
are ever in soft pitch. No,
Softball.
Slow pitch.
slow
softball.
pitch, slow pitch, softball, which I've done that before, and it is very fun. And I've the first little bit, like I played with my brother in his league, and I was trying to crush it, like swing super hard, and I was striking out. And I'm like, what the heck? Well, finally, I said, nah, just swing easy, and sure enough, boom,
Started getting hits.
smoked it. But
And never, ever, ever cut a outfielder off if they call the ball. If they call the ball, like for example, let's say I'm playing left field, you're playing center field. If I call the ball and say I got it, and you come across and you get in front of me and take the ball, catch the ball,
There's going to be an ass whooping.
there will be an ass whooping.
Mid-game ass whooping.
I did that. That happened to me in church ball, and well, let's just say I didn't act very church-like.
Not very
I let
church-like.
the dude absolutely have it because you don't do that.
You let the
That's
demons
that's
enter
a-
your soul.
Yeah, that's an unwritten rule. You don't.
Speaking
do that.
of ass whoopings in the middle of a game, did y'all see? I'll have to pull it up if you haven't. But there was a guy that hit a home run, and as he rounded third,
We just watched.
The
Oh, did you
pitcher
watch it? Yeah, the pitcher
just
just
rocked him.
I have a textbook tackle.
I mean-
more of a kind of a launch.
good, yeah.
That
Oh
was
my God.
That was a serious forearm shiver that he
Yeah.
gave him.
And Bryce and I were kind of surprised at the lack of a brawl that happened after it. Like,
The guy got up and went and touched home.
I guess he wanted to complete the home run.
Yeah.
All right. Couple things here. Sports trivia tonight, 8:00 AJ's. I got a trivia question for y'all.
Okay.
Oscar Shibwe of Kentucky won the Naismith Player of the Year award. He is returning to Kentucky next year. First Naismith Award winner to return the following season since 2008 when this player did it. Would you like a clue?
Is it
Yes.
Russell Westbrook.
No.
I would like a clue.
He played for the team that Bryce had winning the championship this year in our bracket.
Tyler Hansborough.
Tyler Hansborough is correct. First time a Naismith Award winner has returned to his school since 2008 in Tyler Hansborough.
Psycho
I was
T.
like, Creighton? Then I forgot. He had Creighton in the game, but not winning it.
So that would have been like Doug McDermott.
I was just like, what?
All right, so just wanted to throw that out there. More of those types of questions coming up tonight. 8:00 at AJ's. We'll have a good old time.
Good old
I have
time
an
will
on
be
this
had.
day.
Okay, what you got?
On this day, I believe it was 19. Oh, I don't know. Okay, I'm not even going to say the year because I'm probably going to screw this up. But on this day, one Michael Jordan, after recovering from an ankle injury, dropped 63 points
On the Celtics.
on the Celtics.
Yeah.
On this day.
And that is
1986.
That is
Was
the,
that 86? Because
yep.
I started to say 1986, but I wasn't quite sure of the year.
1986.
Yeah. Okay.
And now, if you come to trivia night, you'll know the answer to question 1 because that is it.
Oh crap! Sorry.
That's all right. That's fine. It's an easy one. It's one to.
It's a warm up toss.
I like to give a little slow pitch softball toss to get the game going. You know, get
okay.
people feeling good
Well,
about
hopefully
themselves.
we
fair.
don't.
That's
Hopefully
fair.
we don't do what Bryce said he used to do and swing hard and miss.
Don't swing too hard and say Larry Bird or. In fact, I think I said against the Boston Celtics. So everybody's going to get that one right tonight. All right. A throwback from Redbeard as we were ending the segment. Shirley was a little behind on our ESPN Plus feed. The Pirates took a lead over NC State. Redbeard says the real question is, what game is Shirley watching? Hopefully it's today's game. That stems back from Shirley.
That's a reference.
ECU had a doubleheader, Bryce, one day.
Against Bryant.
Game 1 ended, and we were watching Game 2. Shirley was keeping an eye on it for us, and turns out the Game 1 had just restarted, so she was watching the same game over again.
And it was in how
And
many
giving
innings?
us updates.
It was like
I was giving them
We have an
updates.
update.
We have a scoring update, but I kept they in between innings they would show the scoreboard, and it kept saying Bryant, and I was like, wait a minute, they're supposed to be playing a different team.
They just
on the
forgot
game
to
too.
update the
And I
scoreboard.
thought the scoreboard has in the past frozen, so I thought, okay, well maybe that's the problem. It's frozen again, no big deal. So I kept giving updates, but then I just happened to be looking on my Twitter, and they were giving a completely different score, and I was like, what in the world? So I went back and looked, and sure enough, I had somehow restarted Game 1's feed.
We were getting some good updates.
I was
on a
giving them
game that
great
had already been
updates.
played,
Yeah.
though.
So
I want to say it was like 3 or 4 innings into the game.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
It was
the game
like
was
a good
halfway over.
Yeah, it was a good 3 or 4 innings in before I realized I was watching the wrong feed.
All right, Bryce, let's get to your answers for the question of the week. What Pirate teammate would you have fist fight your enemy?
Probably right offhand, probably Grove.
Jeremy Grove.
I think so.
Long hair Grove or does it matter? Because that long
I
hair.
think
is
long
a
hair
little
Grove
crazier.
was a bulldog.
Yeah.
We'll go long hair Grove.
Yeah.
Speaking of bulldog, I'll probably go with Zeke Bigger.
Well, if I had a guy that I needed to talk to my enemy, and I would do that. But yeah, I'm sure he could fight too.
I'm going Grove.
All right, what teammate would you have marry a significant female in your life? Who do you trust?
Gosh, I trust. Let's see. I mean, I trust them all. As far as who I'd want to.
Are you sure you trust them all?
And I guess a good tiebreaker too, because we thought about this last week. Like, who would be a cool brother-in-law to have? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, all of them would be great.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think. Just
who's gonna treat her right?
I'm gonna say. I mean, of course, there's that. I'm gonna go. My buddy Stewart.
Stuart Henson.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, just because he's pretty mellow.
All right,
so he's pretty mellow, simple. Yeah, probably Stu.
By the way, was it Jonathan chose Bryce to marry the female in his life?
Jonathan
Ellerby. He trusts you. I think that was a great pick.
Thanks, Ellerby.
That's a great compliment. I think
that is.
I think Chandler would be a good one too. I chose him.
Yeah.
All right, roommate Bryce.
They all would be really. I mean, I've lived with Jake, lived with Grove.
How about let's do somebody you have not lived with.
Oh yeah,
Let's
so
take
this is
that
what I'm
out.
getting at. So I've lived with them, right? Well, you said who to us and cleanliness.
Yeah.
So that one that comes to mind there would be Bo Huffman.
Okay, Bo Huffman.
Because Bo's a clean dude. Jake, Shane, Grove, when they lived at Glen Arthur, not very clean.
Fun to be around, but you had to had some dishes pile up.
Dishes,
trash.
yeah. So I'm going Bo. I remember Bo when he was at Stafford Place. Is that right? Stratford
Arms.
Wherever that is, right off of Charles.
Yeah.
He had a neat, clean room and all that stuff, and so I'm going Bo.
All right. Thank you for your honesty and your answers. You are in. You just made a lot of your old teammates mad, though.
I know. They'll get over it.
All right. Let's take our final time out. We'll come back. We'll wrap it up with Bryce on a Wednesday. Back with you after this.
My whole business just went up in flames, but my agent was there before the fire was out. We started a plan. I've got 25 employees who could be out of a job if we didn't get this place running again. My independent agent and auto owner's insurance, they made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll. That's incredible.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there.
This is Jeff Gibson with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
Christie's Europub is the perfect place to relax, grab a bite, and enjoy a drink. Located in the heart of Greenville and just a few blocks from ECU's campus, Christie's offers lunch, dinner, and late night with live music every Sunday. Come and have brunch Monday through Friday from 11 to 3 or Saturday and Sunday from 11 to 4. Scratch cooking takes time, so relax and enjoy a pint at Christie's Europub today. For the latest information, check them out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, or visit them online at christieseuropub.com.
University PC Care has been the Pirate Nation's go-to IT expert since 2006. Unfortunately, many organizations today simply react to IT issues after the damage is done. This is known as the break-fix cycle in the tech service industry. University PC Care's Business Services Division has a better way, a proactive solution called BizCare. What's at your office? Call William at University PC Care today to schedule your free BizCare consultation or learn more at universitypccare.com. East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Vaughn. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier American-style restaurant and bourbon bar with daily specials. And here's the lineup. Mondays feature $7 margaritas and half-price appetizers. Tuesday is stuffed seafood night. Wednesday is date night. Thursday is roasted smoked lamb chop night. Fridays is prime rib night. And Saturday is Italian night and is also Fred and Wilma night with our 36-ounce bone-in tomahawk steak just like the Flintstones. And on Sunday, it's our legendary brunch from 10 to 2. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road beside the bowling alley in Greenville.
We have some exciting news at Angel Oak Home Loans. This is Talbot Green, and I would like to introduce you to the newest member of our team, Braxton Green. I've known Braxton his entire life because he's my nephew. He is also a recent ECU graduate and has lived in Eastern North Carolina his entire life.
This is Braxton Green, and I'm looking forward to working with you with your next home loan or refinance. Give us a call at Angel Oak Home Loans today at 751-2060.
NMLS 1719250, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey Chandler, what are you up to tonight?
Jenny, it's Tuesday, and I'm going to go sing with DJ Captain Morgan for karaoke at The Buck.
Well, that sounds like fun. I have to work. Well, what are you up to this weekend?
Well, believe it or not, I'm going to go listen to some live music Friday and Saturday night at The Buck.
Live music all weekend long, really?
Yep, all weekend, and they also have the biggest high-definition screen to watch all the sporting events on Sunday Fun Day.
I'm going to have to go check that out.
Yeah, just check out The Buck on Facebook or Instagram for all the information. The Buck.
Hi, this is Phil Steele of Phil Steele's College Football Preview Magazine, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
All right, wrapping it up here on Pirate Radio Live. Bryce, thanks for hanging out, man. and we'll talk to you next week.
Thank y'all for having me.
Good luck with that turkey.
I'm going to try. Maybe by next time we talk.
Get some turkey tears going.
Yeah, turkey. We'll just keep turkey tears.
There you go. All right, Chandler, Shirley, we'll see you fine people Thursday, 3 o'clock for an all-new edition of Pirate Radio Live. Baltimore Orioles baseball coming up next right here on Pirate Radio. So long, everybody.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation.